first down. Busy through the air in the first half, and he gets things going here with a touchdown. Plenty of room for Albert. A beautiful cut into the end zone. Hernandez around the corner. Beautiful cut, first down and more from Reyes. Right side, find the edge, find the sideline. And here's that second gear. Hand off near side, Sanchez, foot race. And he's going to go untouched into the end zone for a touchdown. This time he's got a first down and more. In Pinkerton territory down the far sideline. Snap taking, pitch left side. Rock trying to navigate, breaks a tackle. Clemens back to the air. Deep down the near sideline, he's got a man. Harris Lopez, can he find room to the pylon? Yes, sir. Slant pass, touchdown, Souhegan. Far sideline, Londonderry's going to score a touchdown. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Hampton. Nick Anastas, Steve Beals with you. It's our Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire game of the week between the Winneconnet Warriors and the Dover Green Wave. Two of the better teams in Division I, Seacoast rivals. At the midway point of the regular season, vying for position down the stretch. Winneconnet undefeated through 4 weeks, coming off a big road win at Exeter back on Saturday. A short week. A group that got it done on defense against the Blue Hawks in that 14-7 final. Dover, meanwhile, they've patched together a pair of wins after a 1-1 start and come in at 3-1, playing the role of underdog tonight. But two physical teams, two experienced teams, Steve, about to clash in week number 5.
Two well-coached teams as well. You could see that what was going on with Dover the last couple of years. Coach Kumba comes in. This program has had a very strong year last year. Definitely got hurt by the COVID-19 situation. But look at them this year. They're just picking up where they left off. Led by, Darian Lopez-Sullivan. What an athlete on defense. We talked to Coach Kumba last night on Gridiron, and he was singing the praises of this young man, not only as his physical capabilities, but his mental and his emotional leadership that he provides on the team. And you could tell he believes that certainly on defense as well as offense that Lopez Sullivan and this great cast of players next to him are going to come in, and they're going to come with confidence. They're going to give everything they had. I'm looking for a good game. On the Winneconnet side, Nick, 4-0, and not an easy 4-0 for that matter. Right. They have worked through some of the iron of the league and have fared extremely well. What can you say about Winneconnet last weekend on Saturday, the game we covered, taking on Exeter, coming out with a solid 14-7 victory? They did everything right in the second half, from the coaching staff right down to the last player on the field. Yeah, two good quarterbacks, two multi-year starters, two seniors pioneering these offenses. You mentioned Darian Lopez-Sullivan, all-state selection last year as a junior. And Coach Kumba said maybe even a better safety on the defensive side of the field. So they'll run the spread tonight. Fun team to watch. And as I mentioned, experienced. 8 3-year starters. Count them 8 on this Dover squad. So they're not going to back down, certainly, from a challenge, undefeated on the other side or not. And Darian is a quarterback who clearly can throw the ball. Everybody knows that. That is his intentions. When he goes back, he rolls out. That is intentions. But I really think it's important tonight, Dick, in order to draw those corners and safeties and those defensive backfields and keep them honest. If Darian Lopez-Sullivan sees an opportunity to run the ball, I think he'd be well served in doing so. And that will force, when he rolls out, for the DBs to be in that confused state where, do I come up on this or not? Right. And that's going to open up his receiving game as well. I think that on the offensive side of the ball for Dover is one of the keys of the game.
Winnacunnet, of course, they're going to ground and pound and throw as little as possible. Fear the Veer is the slogan at Winnacunnet. And, of course, Kyle Tilley under center. Experienced last year, guided the squad this year, put on some weight. Spoke with us last night on FNL Gridiron, says he ate a lot of food, was the key to the success of bulking up. And he's as physical a runner as they have, and they go deep at running back, the Warriors do.
I used a comparison, right or wrong, last night about the Pittsburgh quarterback, Big Ben Roethlisberger. And I think there's some elements of that ring true in the sense he's big, he's strong. He comes off the edge. He's going to feel like a running back when you tackle him or a fullback. He's got that capability. The veer has worked. Fear the veer, good way of putting it. The reason it's fearful is because it keeps on coming at you, and it's very difficult to contain 3 of those runs under 10 yards because they do such a good job blocking. Looks like we're going to get blasted here with the radio speaker, so I'll finish up. But, yeah, it's a lethal offense. They do it well. 11 players are out there with their assignments, and they take those assignments very clearly. Coaching staff has got these guys dialed in and believe in it. And Exeter only threw the ball against Exeter 3 times last game. So I don't know what this is playing on the radio, but I'm interested.
Well, come out and play. I heard that over the speakers here. As Dover takes the field to our right, calmly walking on in their road white and greens. And now enter Sandman, of course, I think will accompany the home squad as they get set to be introduced off to our let. A lot of pomp and circumstance here on the Seacoast, always the case at Winneconnet. Athletic Director Aaron Aboud always does a great job with the pregame festivities. In this case, it looks like there's some members of the youth football team over there, some youngsters.
That's a great thing to do.
Getting ready to help introduce the home team as they get set to psych up this growing crowd. A standing student section to our left, the pep band as well. And as you mentioned, Steve, we're right under the speakers, very, very loud up here in the top row of the bleachers.
Somehow, here they come. Somehow when Metallica's playing, Nick, it doesn't seem as loud. It seems...
Well, there are the 4-0 Winnacunnet Warriors, led by head coach Ryan Francoeur. Of course, Coach Francoeur has been in the system one way or the other as an assistant, as a head coach.
20 years.
For nearly 20 years.
Wow.
Of course, the school most recently captured the championship back in 2017 when they ran the table. They got a chance, perhaps, of doing that here. The 9-game regular season is back after the COVID-shortened 5-game schedule was what Winneconnet played through last season.
They're a powerful hometown team, Nick. I was talking to Coach Francoeur before the game tonight, and we were talking about some old games with Bedford. And against a solid Bedford program, they are 5-1 and 4-0 at home against Bedford. That is saying something when you can beat somebody 4-0 at home like that. This is a field they feel very comfortable for their offense to run in.
One of the few grass fields left standing as well.
Yeah.
As you can see, great job with the turf.
Well, if you run the veer, having that incline coming in the outside of the field, man, that's running downhill in the true sense of the word. And I'm sure it doesn't hurt. But boy, even on a turf field in Exeter, that veer looked awful good to me, especially in the second half.
All right, when we come back, we'll get Steve's keys to the game, the opening coin toss, and then of course it's game time. Can Dover do the unthinkable and do it 2 years in a row? They beat Winneconnet last year, part of their 3-win in 3-game regular season for Dover. So Coach Kumba, Coach Francoeur, getting their guys set. National anthem is about to commence as well. So we'll step aside, come right back to the field for the Friday night action. Winneconnet hosting Dover. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today. Back here in Hampton, coin toss in the books. Winnacunnet will have the first crack as they will receive to open the football game. Home team on the home sidelines. The near side, Warriors in blue with the white helmets and lettering. As we mentioned, Dover on that far side in the white and green. Steve, quickly, keys here tonight both ways.
We'll start with the away team, Dover, first. I think it's critical that they score first, or if they don't score first, they need to make a big defensive stand to get them motivated and believe in themselves that they can get this thing done. So that's number one. One or the other is good.
We'll get the rest
Let's
in
do
a
that.
moment. National anthem time here in Hampton.
Get the rest. Hey, Ben, I'm going to go to the flag. Oh, that's, all right, yep. Do you want me to get the flag? Okay, go on the flag.
Well, there it is, the Winneconnet pep band doing the national anthem, setting the stage here at Winneconnet. Steve, you mentioned Dover needs something positive early in the game to go their way. What does Winneconnet need to do tonight?
I think Winnacunnet needs to protect the ball in this game almost better than another because you want to keep Lopez Sullivan off of that field on offense. It's extremely important for them, I think, number one. The second thing is don't give up on the game plan of the Veer. Remember, the Veer wears people down if you keep staying at it. Don't give up on it if it's not working. Good Dover team here has got some solid defense. Stay at it. So protect the football. Stay at that. Stay with your game plan. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Coach Francour's got to do what he and his staff did the first game. Read that first half and make defensive adjustments if you're ahead to be able to run that clock out and to stay on the field. I want to make one more quick thing on the Dover side that I can get to. I think it's important on the other side of the ball that Lopez Sullivan, as I said earlier, I think it's key. If the pass isn't there and the run is there, take it.
All right, Winneconnet will work right to left in this first quarter. The dangerous senior Dominic Gould is back deep, towing the goal line. Scored on an 80-yard touchdown a week ago against Exeter. The kick from Dover will come from the right-footed Connor Sheehan. This one is up. It is short. It is near sideline. It's handled on the bounce and across the 30, up across the 35. Goes one of the Winnacunnet up men. That is a solid return for Frank Brown III, who sets up Winnacunnet with a 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. So we get a look now at Kyle Tilley, under center, running quarterback, 2-year starter. Spoke with him, as we mentioned, on FNL Gridiron, which airs, of course, Thursdays at 6 on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. He joined us live from his bedroom, and he looked like one cool customer.
He is cool and focused, and he understands this is a team game, and if there's one thing a quarterback's got to do, it's just that. Nick, this is going to be a good one. This is a big East matchup right here. Looking forward to a good one.
Tucker McCann and Matthew Alkire, a pair of all-state running backs behind Tilly on 1st and 10. They hand to McCann.
Ball
He
down.
puts it on the grass. Fumble. Dover thinks they have it. The officials agree. So
There
on
it
the
is.
first play of the game, Winnacunnet turns it over, and Dover is going to take over at the Warrior 42-yard line, 1st and 10.
Oh, key one for Dover already done, Nick. They've taken the ball away, and now the beauty is they've trumped. They're going to get the ball in the second half, Nick. So this is a big play right here,
Right.
because now they have it they open up in the half essentially with the ball both times. That's the sort of big defensive play they need. They need to feel like they're confident. That's going to go a long way to do it.
Yeah, your key coming out here, and now a swinging gate on 1st down. Look at this. There's 3 linemen wide to the left.
Wow.
Split receivers are going to toss it one way and then flip it back, eventually to Lopez Sullivan. He's looking, and now he's going to take off.
This is when he's got to run, Nick. He's got to go.
Eyes still downfield. The senior is going to tuck and get back to the line of scrimmage.
He lost 9 yards by not going early, Nick. If it's there, he's got to take it.
In the end, no gain, 2nd and 10, so an interesting opening play.
Wow.
Dialed up by Coach Kumba.
That had a lot to it right there.
It sure did. 3 different players touched the football there.
Yeah, the defensive backfield did a great job covering, though, Nick.
Winneconnet in the 4-4. That's the look we'll see tonight. Digging in defensively after officially a 1-yard gain. Sets up 2nd and 9. They'll throw in the flat. It's a wide receiver screen, and up the far sideline
He's got it.
is Brett Davis. Another all-state selection from a year ago. Davis, a great two-way player. And as a receiver, makes the first catch of the football game, the move the sticks, 1st and 10.
I like that call, Nick. A quick outside screen there. He had a one-on-one matchup, and the cornerback was retreating. Go for it. Nice run. Nice pass.
Again, quickly, the offense to the line of scrimmage. Dover on a 1st and 10. He'll keep it with Sullivan, and he won't go very far as good job on the edge there by Winnacunnet. Coming up, Connor Fenlon to make the tackle out of the secondary for the Warriors at 2nd down and 8. Well, a cool night. Temperatures in the upper 50s right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sun has set. The lights are on.
Looks like the low during the game time is only going to get down to 54, which isn't too bad.
No. And again, this crowd filled up quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was
About 10 minutes before game time, it was only about half full. Now we're close to capacity, at least here on the near sideline. Stretch run to Davis, and he's going to get hunted down.
Yeah.
That's Zach Fredericks, the senior, one of 2 Fredericks on that defensive line for Coach Frank Orr. Nowhere to go. In fact, a loss of 4 in the end to set up a 3rd down and 12.
a little bit of an uncomfortable exchange there. It took a long time for that play to develop. So if you're going to turn upfield, you better do it quickly on that jet motion, because that speed of that defense is going to catch up to it really fast, and they swarm.
Fredericks is on Davis immediately on that one. So 3rd down and long. Dover going to spread it out. 4 receivers set, 3 to the strong side right. Lopez Sullivan takes the shotgun snap, has time, throws down the far sideline, and it's incomplete. Well, a good effort. Tried to hook up with Brady McGinnis. One of the sophomore wide receivers left his feet but could not haul it in. Now 4th down and 13 here. The football is just inside the Winneconnet 35-yard line.
Thought Lopez Sullivan did a nice job there. Comfortable, good footwork in the pocket. Nailed the hammer really well and put that ball exactly where it needed to be. And looked to me, I don't know if he was looking back at the lights or what, but it just kind of skimmed through the grasp of his hands. But it was a catchable ball. Nice pass.
All right, they're going to go for it. 5 wide receivers. And 4th down and 13 from the opponent 35. Again, the senior with time. Lopez Sullivan now going to run to his right. Still looking. Going to cock back, now going to run, and is going to take a hit back around the original line of scrimmage. Just nobody open downfield. Winnacunnet able to close quickly. Fenlon another tackle. And the Warriors, after turning over the football to begin the game, they force a stop defensively and get it back.
Yeah, it's the quickness in which Darian decides to run, Nick, that's critical. If you look down that sidelines, if there's nobody open, go for it right away, because that's the only way that you're going to get that defensive backfield to come up, Nick. I know I keep saying it, but it's plain as day.
Yeah. All right, so the Warriors, they ran one play and fumbled the football. Tucker McCann, the man who made the mistake, back in the backfield along with Alkire. As Tilley gets his guys ready. Meanwhile, Lopez Sullivan, a blitz up the middle. He's going to meet the running back in the hold and drive him down for no gain. Now Coach Kumba dialing up the blitz on first down.
Nice call.
Meet the ball carrier head on. Alkire ends up with 2. Kept the legs pumping, 2nd and 8.
Nice call by the staff to mix things up and take up that middle, because you know that he's seen enough film, Coach Kumba. He knows they like to go up the middle in the beginning.
All right, Warriors going to send 3 receivers out this time, 2 to the right side. It's like a 5-man front here, and again, Dover showing blitz up the middle. 2 Green Wave players jump.
Was he drawn is the question.
And the flag is going to fly. Full night of football as we hit the midway point of this 9-week regular season. Week 5 tonight statewide. We'll have scores at halftime for you. Some big games on the docket. Of course, tomorrow we're out west in Keene for a 2 o'clock start between the Blackbirds and the Nashua North Titans. So another good weekend of football here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. So it's a 5-yard penalty. First penalty either way goes against the Dover defense. 2nd down and 4. Tilley with an inside give, and McCann is off and running across midfield into Dover territory at the 46-yard line, dragged down from behind by Jacob Bernier. As he explodes through the hole, atones for the fumble, and sets up a first down.
They do such a great job getting through the hole quickly and establishing those seal blocks to give a very narrow lane, but it's through the hole so quick, it's awful hard to pick up and stop. Great job.
McCann, who ran for nearly 400 yards last year in 5 games for Winneconnet, off to a good start this season as well.
Wow, that's quite an average, isn't it?
1st and 10. Again, a 3-receiver look. Again, a little movement. This time they're going to let it go. And the run is right side over right guard for a couple, maybe 3 yards. That, again, is Alkire, his 2nd carry. Last man up from the pile is the Dover defensive lineman Andrew York, the senior.
Coach Francoeur testing that middle, seeing how strong they are, trying to draw them in order to get something outside. What they'll start to look for, Nick, is those defensive tackles or the ends or whoever's going, or the linebackers rolling around, pinching in too tight, which gives them a blocking angle to pinch them inside and then watch them veer outside.
Officially 2nd down and 6. Nearly 5 minutes in, drive number 2 for Winnacunnet. Warriors trying to get on the board first. Up the middle, McCann. And again, gashing the Dover defense down into the red zone. Knocked down just inside the 20. McCann, with the lengthiest play from scrimmage so far, sets up the Warriors 1st and 10.
Same play, Nick, on the left side. Looks like the 1 hole to me, Nick. Could have been the 3. I couldn't really tell. But they are getting through like a rocket ship through the hole. There is no time elapsing. He is moving forward as soon as that ball snaps in Tilley's hands, and he's through the hole immediately. And then the defensive secondary is having a hard time picking that up until it gets 9 yards forward.
That run went for 26. Sets up 1st and 10 at the 20. Again, a 3-receiver set. This time Tilley keeps it himself, and he's going to power his way forward. Slung down at about the 15-yard line by Bryce Carberry, the sophomore linebacker for Dover. 6 yards in the end on Tilley's first carry, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Kyle does a good job of hiding the football and decoys, Nick. I don't know if you noticed, it was a dive that he faked that went through the hole that drew that linebacker, and that helps him roll around that inside block and get downfield. And they love being 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4.
Chris Capizzuto has checked in, number 21 in blue in the Warrior backfield. Tilley overlooking the defense. Again, Dover showing blitz up the middle on 2nd down and 5 officially, midway point first quarter. Tilley, inside give. It's Capizzuto is going to break loose into the end zone for the touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run by Chris Capizzuto, the senior, able to put the Warriors on the board first, and that pumps up this home crowd. 6-0 Winneconnet.
It's just great offensive execution by 11 players and a guy calling in the plays, Nick, and the fellows upstairs. Just a great job working that, looking for weaknesses, and utilizing those fake dives to get Tilley around the corner. Then it becomes a real dive. Very difficult to stop.
So Capizzuto with a 15-yard run. The extra point is no
good. To the right.
May have been tipped, Steve. Not sure. Dover reacted As if it was.
It was, Nick. It kind of had a little bit of a twist to the right side there, kind of a hook from the left-hand foot. And I thought it might have been in, but they're right. Obviously, it wasn't because they're right underneath it. So
6-0 after Winneconnet goes
moral
65 yards. Yep. Dover going to lick their wounds and bring the offense back out for drive number 2 here.
Okay, that's not what you want as a visiting team to the team that's home that's favored. Dover's got to put it behind them and play good, solid football and don't get intimidated. I don't see any intimidation out there, Nick. There's confusion on the defense picking up the runner with the ball due to the great execution by Winnacunnet. That's basically what I've seen in that last drive, doing a terrific job. Lopez Sullivan got to start racking up some yardage.
The kick off the right foot of Winneconnet Sean Wools. Return is by McGinnis.
Oh, that's a great
the 30. Cut down at about the 35-yard line. Big hit by Brown, who returned one earlier on the other side.
Was that 19 or 17? That was 19, wasn't it?
No, that was 29, Frank Brown.
Oh, well, I thought it was, okay. My mistake.
I thought
it was 19.
Can be tough to tell. Either way, a good tackle, but a
Done
good
right.
return as well, as Dover with good field position here, 1st and 10 from their own 35.
So this is a situation, as soon as they roll Lopez Sullivan out, he becomes an extremely dangerous quarterback to defend. You gotta cash in on that 10, 12 yards of open space they give him around the outside of the ends.
Another interesting formation here. Bunch set near side and then 2 wing backs far side. McGinnis nowhere to go. He's going to get racked up in the backfield. That's Jacob Fredericks, younger brother, of course, of Zach. Plays over the nose.
He's a house.
Found a way into the backfield that time.
He's a house, Nick. Kind of that same build as Ty Miles on Londonderry, Nick. That big, stocky upper body, good extension when he comes through the ball, good handwork. I've been watching him on the defense in the last set. He has some great handwork.
Junior listed as 6'2", 255.
He's that.
It's a 3-yard loss. 2nd down and 13. Lopez Sullivan rolling, and this one incomplete. In and out of the hands of Connor Sheehan as the senior tried to work his way over the middle. Another 3rd and long coming for Dover.
Yeah, that's two balls, I think, pretty well thrown by Lopez Sullivan, Nick. Certainly the first one could have been caught. That one absolutely should have been caught. Right through the hands, really, of both receivers. Then you're not going to accomplish much against Winneconnet defense if you can't execute those. Got to come up with those in the future here.
All right, 3rd and 13. Slant route, dropped, incomplete.
Wow.
In and out of the hands of Brett Davis, and then nearly intercepted by Connor Fenlon. Instead, incomplete. And it looks like Dover are going to punt the football after a 3-and-out.
Lopez getting time to throw and some pretty decent vision. It's not perfect, but the offensive line's doing a fairly good job of getting him some vision down there. And again, that ball through the hands again. 3 balls through the hands. I like the call, too, that inside slant like that. May have very well had a 1st down if they were able to connect there, Nick.
This one off the right foot of Sheehan, high down the middle. Takes a short bounce and a short roll down by Dover inside the Winneconnet 40-yard line. That's the gunner, Zach McCormick. So drive number 3 for Winneconnet. Warriors went 6 plays, 65 yards, in just over 3 minutes on their previous drive to cap it a touchdown.
Yeah, I think that you got to. If there's ever a time for defensive stand, Nick. You know, they can go down there and score 3, then kick a field goal, but you can't get 2 scores behind against Winneconnet because they can change their defensive structure at that point where it makes it very, very hard. But Lopez Sullivan is throwing the ball well. His receivers got to come through for him, Nick, because they can move the ball. That they are getting openings there, and Lopez Sullivan is hitting them.
7 in the box. Dover trying to crowd the line of scrimmage. McCann, no, that's Alkire, going to fight his way into the 2nd level and bring the football up to the Warrior 45-yard line. Tough 7 yards there on the ground.
That's making the tacklers pay right there, Nick, when he comes through the line like that. Right now, Winnacunnet feeling no pain whatsoever. They are coming through the line of scrimmage, Nick.
Yeah. And Coach
like rocket
Frank
ships.
Gore really knows that he's got quite the stable of running backs.
He
They're
does.
legit 6 deep.
Oh, by the time they get out there, Nick, they are fired up to run. That's one of the, by committee, gives you that advantage.
Yeah, Coach has been excited about this group. It's been Alkire and McCann toting the rock for the majority of the carries so far, and they'll get a first down here with McCann as he goes over right guard and up to midfield for a first down.
First time I really, other than the first play of the game, Nick, where I saw Coach Goomba's defensive squad sending out some stunts. It's interesting. If they got to stop that dive, though, Nick, because that dive is really, you almost got to force them to pass. Stop that run, force them to do something different, get them out of their comfort zone.
Right.
And
well, certainly easier said than done. We've seen 6-7 guys up at the line of scrimmage. It hasn't mattered. And Winneconnet finding some momentum here as we move inside of 4 minutes, first quarter. Warriors looking for a 2-score lead here, trying to get the ball into Dover territory against what looks like a 5-man front. Snap, handoff, McCann. Again, room left side. Again, a first down. He's going to get cut down inside the 40. Hard hit applied at the end of the run by the linebacker, Matt Prue. The junior got to him, but not before a 13-yard pickup and another Warrior first down.
If you watch the replay on that, you're going to see the center 3 defensive linemen get blown back off the ball, Nick, by about 3 yards. And it just opens up a wide area for him to accelerate through the hole, get into the secondary. And let me tell you, that's not easy to make a tackle on those strong running backs 9 yards down the field. That's a tough job.
Yeah, Coach Francoeur with a quick word with McCann, who just checked out. As now we get another look at 2 more backs. Right side run. That's
Ball's
Brown.
down.
The ball came out. Dover again has the football.
Lopez Sullivan's picked it up.
Lopez Sullivan's got the football in his right hand. The senior safety recovers the second Winneconnet fumble of this first quarter.
They got new life. They needed that, Nick.
Dover winning the early turnover battle 2-0 as they take over at their own 32-yard line.
So let's see if upstairs on the offensive side of the ball has got enough defensive sets of Winneconnet that the Green Wave's been able to look, staff has been able to look at. We'll see if they can begin to pick some holes. But nothing's going to happen if the receivers, this is a receiving offense, you got to catch the football because Lopez Sullivan's throwing the ball well, Nick.
Dover is still seeking their first down.
Yep.
Drive number 3. All right, it's a quarterback run. It's up the middle, and it's going to get snubbed out. Not a whole lot of room. Nico Zano, one of the senior leaders, that linebacking core, met him at the line of scrimmage with a crack. No gain, second down and 10.
Yeah, they've tried that 3 times, Nick, I believe, at least twice, I think 3. And that play just isn't working. The defensive line is choking up those holes. What a set this is.
Yeah, look at this.
Double trips.
Yep. With just 2 linemen around the football. Lopez Sullivan looking at Coach Kumba. Getting ready for the 2nd and 9 officially. Winneconnet trying to communicate. And now the swinging gate. Players in motion. More traditional look now. With a wing back to the left side. Still 4 receivers. 3 to the strong side left. Warriors with 3 down linemen. They'll roll out Lopez Sullivan. He'll throw. And that's a sliding grab across the 40. Close to the first down. That's Sheehan. One of these 3-year starters we've heard about. And Sheehan, did he get it or not?
Oh, yeah, he got it. Yep.
Well, the officials still have not moved the chains.
You meant the first down.
Yeah. It's officially looks like a 3rd and a long 1. Yep. Inside of 2 minutes now, first quarter, Dover. Again, they could smell that first down. All right, again, a funky set here. They're going to shift. Linemen come back to the traditional line. Lopez Sullivan in a little bit of a pistol look here with a tailback behind him. The fake to McGinnis, the running back.
He's got
Lopez Sullivan left side run. I think he does. And yes, he does. That's what Dover needs. They get the first down of the ball game as we approach 1 minute to go here, first quarter.
I think the motivation of Coach Kumba is to not give that defense a time to just sit there and read what the offense is doing. And the idea is to bring a different formation out and then run back, force confusion in the mindset of the linebacker and defensive back core, and be able to gain a little advantage. And it's kind of working.
1st and 10. They'll roll him right side this time. Has time. Throws a lofter down the near sideline, and Sheehan couldn't quite pull it in. Good effort along the home sideline.
Yeah, I think it was out of bounds, right?
Couldn't quite reel it in, 2nd and 10.
Yeah. But you can see in this passing game with Dover, they're getting receivers open, Nick. And other than that pass, Lopez Sullivan is getting the ball and delivering it right on. And they've really got one completion, I believe, out of 5 or 6 now. And other than that one, the other 5 easily could have been caught. And we might be in a different offensive situation right now.
2nd down and 10, back to the air. Rolling right, now going to run up the middle, gets a good block, makes a man miss up to midfield. And he's met at the Winneconnet 49, about 3 yards shy of the first down. Wrestled down there by Zano.
Yeah, I give Lopez Sullivan, that was the beginning of what he needs to do, Nick. He made a pretty quick decision there, and that's what he needs to do. There was nothing open down the field. You could clearly see everything was covered. Give Darian a lot of credit right there. And that's going to force those defensive backs to think every time he scrambles, and he needs that to open up some lanes.
3-man front defensively. Winneconnet looking for a stop on 3rd down and 4. Instead, they're going to get a penalty.
Yep.
Capizzuto on the near side jumped into the neutral zone. It's the first penalty against Winneconnet, and that should be enough to give Dover another first down.
That's a nice cadence count right there, Nick, by Lopez Sullivan. Good discipline by the Dover offensive line and offensive receiving corps not to jump. They got what they wanted. They got a first down. They're in Winneconnet territory, and they're moving the sticks, Nick, as you said before. No first down. Now they got, I think, 2 or 3, right? 3.
2.
2, okay.
Yep. All right, first down and 10 from the Warrior 44. This is Davis in motion, going to go deep into the backfield. And now the quarterback draw again is the call. Lopez Sullivan going to lean forward down to the Warrior 2-yard line, a gain of 2. 2nd down and 8 on the way. That's one of the inside linebackers for Winneconnet to keep an eye on tonight, Jack McCann. And that's his first tackle. All right, first quarter in the books. We'll step aside. Warriors, despite the 2 turnovers, have a 6-0 lead. Right back to the Seacoast in a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today. Start of the second quarter, 2nd down and 7. Lopez Sullivan just gets it away.
Nice
takes
job.
a hit from Fredericks. Incomplete. Now a 3rd down and 7 on the way. The 2 seniors exchange some words after the contact. Winneconnet, a 4-0 start. They've got a 6-0 lead, a 15-yard touchdown run by Chris Capizzuto. The difference in that first quarter, despite the fact the Warriors lost 2 fumbles.
Probably 4-down territory here, Nick. You're absolutely right. Lopez Sullivan did a great job to protect the 3-yard gain. There was nobody open. There was nowhere to run. He threw it out of bounds. That's a smart kid.
5 wide on 3rd down and 7. Lopez Sullivan guns it right side. Catch made on the sideline.
It's going to be close.
Very close. That's McGinnis again.
Looks like he's 3 short.
And you get him inside the 35.
To Brady McInnes.
Nope, they're going to mark it just outside the 35-yard line of Winneconnet. And that will set up officially, looks like 4th and a short 2.
It's a nice job by Lopez Sullivan. That's a hard throw. Throwing opposite away from your body. You take it, you turn to the right. And he kind of looked left in the beginning, so he's got a strong arm. Nice pass.
You called it. 4-down territory it is. 4th down and 2.
Big play here, Nick, in the game.
Long cadence.
This is huge.
Dover.
If you don't like it, call a timeout.
Got the Warriors to jump a moment ago. May try to
but
do
don't
the
be
same
afraid
here.
to use a timeout here if you don't like the defensive set against what you've called.
And Coach Kuma in communication with the senior quarterback. Now we're ready. 4th and 2. It's a run play to McGinnis up the middle. It's going to get bottled up. and I believe shut down. Looks like short. The Winneconnet offense coming on, and the officials are saying indeed Warrior football. So a defensive win for Coach Francoeur on that one, as the Warriors force the second 4 and out, I suppose. Well, not 4 and out, but turnover on downs. That's what I was looking for here.
Yeah, I mean, that particular play call there, Nick, they're not getting much yardage up the middle at all. And you need 2 yards, not 6 inches. And that defensive line right now at this moment is kind of having its way. It's going to be that may have been an opportunity lost here. I don't know, but
well, they looked very good a week ago in their 14-7 win over Exeter, holding the Blue Hawks to just 7, which, as we know, is extremely rare. On 1st and 10, they go up the middle.
That's Matt Alkire.
And it's Alkire officially up to about the 40-yard line. Good for 4. Set up a second down and 6. That's big 86 in the middle of that Dover defense. Cole Joyle on the stop. Well, nearly a minute gone by. Second quarter. Again, Warriors looking for that 5-0 start. Dover hoping to hang around and maybe steal one on the road to improve to 4-1. Which would officially, Steve, put them into first place in Division I East if they can win tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Meanwhile, McCann fumbled on the first play of the game and has looked very good ever since. He's across the 45. Meanwhile, there's a player down for Dover. That's one of the defensive linemen, James Brackett. The senior still hunched over. Our referee tonight, Chuck Robert, signaling first down. You're going to keep Brackett in the game. May have just been a shoelace or something.
I think
going to line up over the nose.
That's what
here.
It was, Nick.
Yeah. Winneconnet ready to go.
He didn't come out.
3 receivers, 2 short side left. Tilly under center. Snap, handoff McCann, and again a bull dive up the middle across midfield to Dover's 48-yard line.
This just feeds the Veer Beast, Nick. When you can dive and get 5, 6 yards, that just feeds right into the playbook over the next two downs and maybe 4 down territory, depending on how much risk Coach Francoeur wants to take with that. But at least 2 downs to get 4 yards. It just plays right into their strength.
Well, second down and 5.
Little Aussie.
Yep. The DJ sneaking it in here, making it entertaining. One of the better venues to see Friday Night Football. Capizzuto on a bounce. Inside the 30, down the near sideline, keeping his footing inside the 10.
What coordination?
They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. Another big rip for the man who scored the touchdown, Capizzuto. Able to bring that one, about 40 yards down the field to set up a 1st and 10 at the 13.
He is one rugged-looking guy when he starts pumping those legs and arms. He lowers that shoulder and go ahead, bring it on. Punishing runner. What a great job on that cut outside. He turned upfield as every good runner should. Grab what is there, what you need, and then at that point, what happened was it looked like a cornerback didn't see that he had the ball. He got inside, and then he ran outside.
Yeah, he's got the speed to make you pay. Scored on a 15-yard touchdown. That one good for 35. Meanwhile, inside carry, another running back gets a taste. That's Owen Bateman, the 5'9 senior, able to muscle his way down inside the 10-yard line. One of the more emotional players for Winneconnet, running hard there just outside the 5-yard line. We'll call it the 6. Good for 7 on first down to set up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this is
meanwhile, the Dover defense looking for an answer, trying to get some fresh bodies in there up front. We see Orion Jennison, one of the sophomores, just check in to try and stop the bleeding here. Winneconnet knocking on the door, looking for touchdown number 2, nearly 3 minutes in second quarter. Tilly calls his own number. Quarterback sneak up the middle.
It's close, like a 1-yard line maybe?
Very close. Maybe a little shy of the 1. We'll see where they spot him. Either way, it's another Warrior first down. It'll set up 1st and goal from just outside the 2-yard line.
Every play is being executed by the Warriors very well, Nick. The line is coming off the ball with great precision, excellent technique, and winning that cadence battle.
Same play. This time, the result is a touchdown. Tilley raises his arm and salutes this home crowd. He's got the Warriors now out in front, 12-0. A 2-yard touchdown scramble by the 2-year starter. Again, we spoke with him last night, and he was confident, gave the right answer in terms of taking this thing kind of 1 week at a time. He's going to stay on the field here as the Warriors go for 2.
Kyle was programmed. I mean, this is what he is, who he is. I want 1 week at a time. Don't take me out anywhere beyond. He was all over that, Nick, when we asked him that question.
Let's see what they do here on the 2-point try. They're going to go to the air for the first time. Slant pass, broken up, incomplete.
That's 2 missed extra points.
The secondary came up big there for Dover. The corner, Jacob Bernier, sophomore, got his hand on that pass to jar it away. Incomplete, so you're right. 0 for 2 on the extra point tries, but
both
they
of
do
those
have 2 touchdowns on the board. It's
they do,
12-0.
but both of those extra points, Nick, one was a missed field goal. I thought they had a good rush on the ball. He had to kick that pretty quickly, if you recall. And then this one, 2 defensive backs just hone in on that receiver. Kyle threw a pretty accurate ball, Nick. They were just there ahead of time and foiled it. So, to their credit, but you're still down, 2 scores here.
Yeah.
They got to come up with something here. I'm not sure running up the middle is too often is working. I almost think they got to attack the edge here. And Lopez Sullivan's throwing the ball well. He really is. Other than that one out of bounds.
Well, give this Warrior defense credit. Impressive last week.
They do.
In the win over Exeter. Impressive so far in this first half.
Nice kick.
Shutout still intact. High in the air. Taken on the run by Davis. Far sideline across the 20. Going to zip his way across the 30. Where he's finally met and stopped at about the 33, maybe 34-yard line. Good speed on display.
Yeah, they're not having a field position
Davis.
Problem, Nick, the Green Wave. They're getting good field position. They started to move the sticks last time. Just got to put a full drive together, and the execution level's got to go up a little bit higher on that passing game. Those receivers have got to, be in position. When they're open, that ball comes. They've got to grab it, Nick. They have to start cashing in on. That's so much a part of their game.
All right, they'll spread it out. 4 receivers, 3 near side left. The throw right side on 1st and 10, and that's incomplete. A little too strong for Bryce Carberry, the sophomore receiver. So incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
Boy, the arm strength of Lopez Sullivan is impressing me, Nick. When he delivers a ball, it gets there in a hurry. That ball didn't go 6.5 feet off the ground the whole time. A tight spiral, a lot of velocity.
And one of the better all-around athletes in football, at least in this state.
Yep.
Again, all-state selection last year as a junior. An abbreviated 3-game schedule due to COVID-19, but you can tell this program has arrived. Sling it out in the flat. There's a big hit, and now a flag flies. Well, Davis took a shot upstairs as Zach Fredericks came in like a missile to take him out 3 yards downfield. It may have been a hit to the head. No, it's not. It's
a hold.
Hold or a block in the back.
Could be either.
Either way, it's against Dover.
Yeah, I thought though. I wasn't sure, Nick. I wasn't sure if Coach Robert was going to call a not targeting, but a hit to the head, blow to the head. It looked like a good tackle, but he was behind the stuff, so I couldn't see it. Yeah, block in the back.
Again, that's the referee, Chuck Robert. Just the 3rd penalty overall.
Did I say Coach Robert?
In this first half? I don't think so.
Okay. Ref Robert.
If you
official
did it,
Robert.
Yeah, if you
Head
did
official
it went by my went under my radar. Either way, but second penalty against Dover. This one, though, costly, Steve, is now it's 2nd down and a very long 20, it looks like.
That hurts.
From the 22-yard line.
The play did take a long time to develop, Nick, when he was coming around the corner. So in order to sustain those blocks, the propensity is to hold. In that case, a block in the back.
Yeah.
But,
all right. Dover going to face a 4-man front here on 2nd down and 20. Just over 3 minutes gone by, second quarter. Rollout. Senior looking some more. Still with time. Short throw now is complete. Sheehan going to catch it and step out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. It's going to cut it down a little bit to set up, looks like a third down and 13.
What a great job by the offensive line to give Lopez Sullivan lots of time. The thing is they've
coverage has been good.
Coverage has been good. Been very solid for the most part.
Sheehan with his second catch. He's been targeted a lot as they've looked his way unofficially 4 times so far in this first half. All right, third down and a long 13. Winneconnet going to rush 4. Lopez Sullivan going to air it out deep down the far sideline. Incomplete.
No flag.
Again, Sheehan the target. Good coverage. That's Connor Fenlon in there on the coverage. He's played well in this first half. And Dover, again, looking to punt the football after a 3-and-out.
Yeah, the ball, I was thinking that because he had his back face towards the receiver, his front face towards the receiver. Now, oftentimes when that ball's in the air, there'll be a penalty, but he showed a lot of restraint,
right?
Not giving any contact, and as a result, now Dover's punting.
Sheehan going to get off a long one. Gould is the deep man. Won't get a chance here as this one ends up out of bounds. The official's going to mark it right at the 50-yard line. So good field position for Winnacunnet as they look to build on this 12-0 lead. Just over 4 minutes gone by. Second quarter, good crowd here in Hampton. It filled up very quickly as game time approached. This near side bleacher nearly full.
Big defensive stand here for Dover, Nick. This is what they've. This is the time in the game where you got 7:45, I believe, left in the clock.
Yep.
Dover's got to get that ball back.
Big drive
with no
here.
further damage. Yeah, it is.
All right. Tilly gets the troops ready. Winneconnet senior quarterback scored a 2-yard touchdown earlier in the second quarter. Going to face a blitz here. Going to take a snap. Going to hand off. And not much on the near edge.
Nice turn inside by, looks like, I think that was 9.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Bernier on the edge. The sophomore has played
nice
well.
Job.
Cuts down Alkire after just a yard.
Had that outside position, Nick, that he made sure he turned him in, and the linebacker comes right up and finishes. It's good defense right there. They're going to need a couple more of those.
Well, again, back to the atmosphere. Get some Michael Jackson with Beat It. And kind of a Halloween theme amongst the student section down there to our left. A lot of costumes. Steve didn't like the Michael Jackson.
No, didn't like it. He was a guy who sold more records than there are probably people.
McCann.
Don't understand the football connection, though.
Right.
That's what I got. That's got nothing to do with the song.
Not typically football music, but they keep us guessing here.
Yes.
The DJ has done a good job.
And with the speakers right above us, you have to pay attention.
Again, no gain, Steve. Dover's front 7. Maybe recognizing the situation. Now a 3rd and long, really for the first time in this first half.
You got me on Michael Jackson. I always felt the Quincy Jones effect on Michael Jackson was the best work that he ever did. What a great promoter and
he's
choreographer. And
Quincy Jones?
Quincy Jones.
Yeah,
amazing. Amazing.
He's one of those behind-the-scenes guys.
Yeah, but he
really had an impact.
He sure did.
All right, big play, big blitz.
Oh,
they pitch. They smelled it.
Wow.
Diagnosed it, and they're going to get a first down as a result as McCann still rumbling down to the Dover 31-yard line. It goes for 20 or 18, I guess, and a big first down. The blitz up the middle, they say, okay, we'll pitch it outside.
I mean, that's just the wrong defensive play and the right offensive call right there, Nick. But they do so many things well. Boy, I'll tell you, they must have heard us.
Well, they've been playing it between snaps here for the last 3 plays.
Well, the little kids
enjoying it.
The little kids down by the fence are having a ball with it.
They are.
That's what it's all about.
All right. Warriors getting a little momentum now. Knocking on the door at the 30. First and 10. Alkire slips. Cut his way inside the 25. Ends up at the 23. The defender, Jackson Carroll, the junior, landed on top of him.
What a gift to have a veer offense, Nick. You know what I'm saying? With these running backs involved here, it's just incredible. We got timeout?
We got one player shaken up. That's Lucas Russell.
Timeout. Dover.
He was stumbling around, and now Dover is going to call a timeout. And Russell going to talk with the coaches over there on the sideline. So it's the first timeout either way. Steve, let's revisit last week. Saturday we were on the scene at Exeter. Big showdown between two unbeatens. Warriors got out to the early lead in big fashion, an 80-yard hookup from Tilly to Dominic Gould. Gould has been quiet tonight, has not touched the football yet, but Exeter in the second half able to tie it on a short touchdown run. Or no, that was late in the first half, excuse me. Early second, Winneconnet went on nearly a 9-minute long drive and ultimately cashed in on a touchdown that sealed the game. 14-7 the final. Warriors win despite turning it over 5 times last week against Exeter. They still came away with that 14-7
Well, we're going to get
win.
back to the action sec. I'll give you a quick response. I reviewed that game again, Nick, and then I watched it a third time in pieces. And the ability of the Winnacunnet defense to foil that option, I think, was a big part of that game. They destroyed that option. And let me tell you, Exeter knows how to run it. That just shows you how good Winnecunnet's defense is.
Yeah, their defense dialed in last week, dialed up so far tonight, shutting out Dover so far as we approach halftime. McCann going to break one up the middle, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run by the senior Tucker McCann, who has had quite the first half here at home. Warriors now with a 3-score lead on the board. It's 18-0.
They run that dive the way they show you in the old DVDs of how to execute the dive when you're learning how to be a coach and put a running offense in. They do it to a T. That's textbook, Nick.
Kick up
good.
And good this time.
But they have a set of running backs that are just so lethal, Nick, to a defense trying to stop one, slow him down. It's almost an unfair fight because he's just got, 4 running backs he's pumping in this game. These other ones, the ones who aren't in the game, are running off, sitting on the sidelines, getting hydrated and getting fired up. By the time they go in, they're just ready to knock a house down. And it shows, and they execute all of them. It's almost, when you look at the form in which they run this offense, it's almost hard distinguishing. You almost need the number on the back to see who's running it because they're all so effective.
Yeah, very similar. All about 5'9", 5'10". Strong runners. It's been the case all season for Coach Frank Core. And the Warriors as good as advertised so far
We were talking
in this first half tonight.
We were talking to the athletic director, Abood. Had a nice conversation. What a nice guy. He was saying that they hired a strength and conditioning group or coach to come in, and he's had an impact. And that's going to help, especially in football, but all sports.
All right, that's one of the up men who slips. James Brackett, the senior, found himself in the unexpected position of having to handle the football there. He goes to the ground at the Dover 28-yard line. That's where the Green Wave of offense will come out.
You know, nice body of work by this sophomore, Jacob Fredericks, Nick. I think he's a sophomore. No, he's a junior. Younger Fredericks' brother. Number 66 on defense is putting together one heck of a game. He also, I was able to go back and look at the film of last week. This guy's going to be something. He is something now. He's doing a terrific job. He's got excellent defensive line
playing
skills.
right next to his older brother as well, who's had a great first half. That's Zach Fredericks. On
There he
first and 10, trying to make something out of nothing. Tracked down by, you called it, Steve, Jacob Fredericks. Got him from behind. Good pursuit by the big man.
He just moves down laterally extremely well.
Lopez Sullivan, though, in the end, did get 4 on the scramble to set up 2nd and 6. Inside of 5 minutes until halftime. Coming up at halftime, a look around the state scoreboard. Week number 5 statewide. Some D1 scores. D1 and beyond. Coming up, we'll recap the first half, preview the second half as well. Warriors with a 19-0 lead on the board. 2 of those touchdowns have come in this second quarter. Dover just 2 first downs so far in this first half. Lopez Sullivan going to roll right, 4-man rush, going to throw deep over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Tilley, the junior.
Kevin Tilley did a terrific job. Watch it on replay, Nick. Kevin Tilley did a terrific job of hiding with his left arm in the back of the receiver or pretty close to that. Knew the ball was going to be as soon as he turned outside, and watch him recover and grab that ball. What a terrific play.
Kevin Tilley. Not to be confused, of course, with Kyle Tilley, the senior's about to guide the Winneconnet offense. That's the first Dover turnover of the night. The interception sets up Winneconnet for the second straight drive at the 50-yard line.
When you got a defense like this, boy, I tell you, it can make everything go downhill. This is
can snowball quickly.
It sure can.
Warriors looking to capitalize. They took the short field into the end zone on the last drive. They go up the middle to McCann, the man who scored.
He's a bull.
The last touchdown, and he's going to make you pay. Inside the 45, down about the Dover 43-yard line. It goes for 7.
I think this is an area where I saw Coach Francoeur do a terrific job. He understands that running the timeout when your offense is on the field, theirs isn't. And this offense has the capability of probably will go a little more conservative here and try to move the sticks and take off, put together a 6-7 minute drive, and they can do it.
7 in the box.
There we go.
The dive on second and short. As they follow Zach Fredericks up the middle. That's Alkire. Short of the first down, I think, by a couple of inches. It'll be third down and inches from just outside the Green Wave 40-yard line.
I see Jacob Fredericks in also in the offensive line there as well, so those guys aren't getting a lot of rest coming off the field.
Neither is the defense, as they've been on the field more often than not for Dover. Hunter Linton, by the way, man in the trench who made the stop. Third and short, they keep it with Tilley, and the big, strong senior will plow his way forward for a first down.
And this is what Coach Francoeur is. He seems to be very aware of how, when you're ahead, remember we talked about this, when they're ahead, they can do things to just take so much time off the clock that even if you eventually do get the ball back, if they get up 3 scores like this, or certainly 2 3/4 scores because of the 2 points that were missed, but they can just wear you down and take time off the clock.
Yeah.
I think he's more than happy to burn off this 2:45.
Yeah, we're inside of 3 minutes.
Go in.
They're okay with that as they casually come to the line with 3 receivers, 2 strong side right.
It's important to Dover to stop this drive from scoring, though, Nick.
They're showing blitz on the outside. They bring 8 on the dive run. And again, Fredericks leading the way up the middle. Tackle secured by Matt Prue for Dover. In the end, it goes for 4. It'll set up second and 6 from the 35. Clock ticking down now to 2 minutes.
This could be the time that they shoot off tackle, Nick, because they've got.
They're starting to see the outside linebackers.
Starting to see the outside line.
Yes, bit, yeah.
Exactly. I've been watching them.
Yep.
They've been veering inside. Their initial step is to control that inside run. Wouldn't be the least bit surprised to see go off tackle.
Second down and 7. Again, Dover with 7 in the box. Tilley going to pitch. Steve calls it. McCann trying to split 2 defenders. They'll drag him
coverage.
Down.
Good job by Dover.
30-yard line. That's a good stick. Liam Gannon, one of the sophomores. A lot of sophomores, Steve, getting time tonight. We talked about the fact that Dover has 8 3-year starters, some of the seniors, but there's another wave of guys coming up behind them.
There's another green wave coming up from underneath, without a doubt. Coach Kumba knows it. It was great talking with him last night, the confidence he's got in his program.
Yeah, numbers are up, 2 deeps across both sides of the football, so the numbers healthy. And quite the turnaround in comparison to a couple years back. They go up the middle on a dive.
I think he's got it.
That's close, Steve. Yep, first down. That's Brown. As they spread it around, the primary ball carrier has been McCann and Alkire, but we've seen Brown, we've seen Bateman touch the rock as well, as Tilley.
All things lead here that they want a touchdown, Nick. They're going to go for it because if you look at 134, they're not wasting any time here. They got right back in the offensive set.
Yep. First and 10, Dover showing pressure up the middle. McCann, a left side run. Going to drag a few guys with him downfield before he's ultimately stopped by James Brackett. Spot him shy of the 22-yard line. 5-yard gain, second down and 5. Clock now inside of 80 seconds remaining here, second quarter. Again, Tilley wasting little time getting the offense ready. Dover going to load up on the line of scrimmage. 8 in the box. Handoff. Capizzuto going to spin.
Nice spin move.
Yep. Scored a touchdown to begin the football game back in the first quarter. One of 5 running backs tonight getting action for Winnacunnet.
5 running backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Tilley doing a great job commanding this offense.
Yeah,
Everybody
look at the tempo. It's sped right up, and they're ready to go. 3rd down and about 2. Look at Tilley power his way. Second effort's going to get him inside the 15.
And the first down.
And that's enough for the first down. Now a timeout, I think, is going to be called by Winnacunnet. That will stop the clock with just inside of 48 seconds remaining. So that'll be the first charged timeout against Winnacunnet. Both teams now with 2 remaining.
Always marvel, Nick, at Coach Ball's capabilities of building a relationship with quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. Does such a terrific job at it. I see some of those same attributes in Coach Francoeur. I'm watching him along the game here. He starts calling plays from the sidelines when they know the sequencing that they want to speed up that tempo. As soon as he wants to slow the game, Kyle's well aware of that. Comes off the field, gets some education, information, reorientation.
Yeah,
make some adjustments. They got a nice system going here between coach and quarterback, and it's part of the many reasons this Winneconnet Warrior team is where they're at.
Yeah, Coach Francoeur really hands-on. We said it, long-time assistant before becoming the head man. He's a teacher at Winnacunnet High School as well, so he's got his finger on the pulse for sure, and has really over the last couple of years developed perhaps something special with his quarterback, Kyle Tilley. 1st down and 10 from just outside the 10. They're going to throw. And that one is intercepted.
Whoa!
Picked off at the goal line. Jackson Carroll, the junior, still on his feet. And out across the Dover 20-yard line. So
it's a big play for Dover, Nick.
A 3rd turnover by Winnacunnet in this first half, and they're going to throw Dover a lifeline here late in the first half.
What's really important is that if I was them, I'd just sit on it and go out and get the receiver because they're receiving the football in the second half, Nick. I wouldn't. At 37 seconds, that's a long way to go. I guess you could try one, but 1 or 2. Why not, I guess. But
Warriors also with 2 timeouts.
That's a huge – that's the point. I'm not sure I would put it back in the Warriors' hands again. But get that is – make no mistake about it, that's a big play.
Well, they're going to spread it out and look to attack here on 1st and 10. So they roll Lopez Sullivan to the left. Eyes downfield. Senior going to reverse direction, pick up a block, and then take a big hit.
Wow, did he take a big hit.
Back at the line of scrimmage again. Zach Fredericks, along with his younger brother Jake, right there for the Fredericks sandwich. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah.
Clock ticking, 15 seconds. Dover may not run another play here, Steve, to your point.
I bet you the Fredericks sandwich has a lot of bruises on it, Nick. I'll tell you, those guys are
a little extra spice for sure.
But you need guys like that on the team, these thick, rugged, in shape. They don't
cover a lot of ground.
Oh, and they play both sides of the ball.
Right. All right, a round of applause for the home team. Warriors, a 19-0 lead up on the board, despite the fact they gave it away 3 times. The defense stifling, the offense posting 3 touchdowns in those first 2 quarters, and, well, so far so good. Halfway through week 5. I guess it's the official halfway point of the season.
It's hard to believe. It felt like we were just getting going, Nick, but week by week things go on, and but let's not lose sight of the fact that was a pretty big interception there. You got 19-0. You're under 3 scores. 8 and 8 if you're able to do it makes it 16. You think about all the different mathematics, but the big thing is that getting the ball in the second half, and Coach Kumba has an opportunity to spend a little time and try to correct some of the things that didn't execute so well. Maybe look at some game plan changes. But that first possession coming out in the second half is going to be a big one.
Yeah. All right, the Warrior pep band getting ready to take the field. We'll step aside, come back, recap that first half, preview the second, plus a look around the state as the scores come in hot and heavy in just a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It's presented by Beals Insurance. Broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today. Halftime here in Hampton. Winneconnet a 19-0 lead on the board. The Dover Pep Band, the Winneconnet Pep Band doing a great job entertaining this home crowd led by conductor Jason Drapo. And
they sounded
right now,
good.
Yeah,
Real good.
They did. And, well, the football team looked good in that first half. They turned it over 3 times, Steve, yet the defense throws a shutout. The offense looked crisp, and it's 19-0 after 2 quarters.
They never really turned it over, though, deep in their own zone, Nick. They've had such good field position. It's always happened it past their own 45 was one, I believe, and the other 2 were well on within the territory of the Green Wave, Nick. So they've been able to overcome it. I think the real key to this game is the inability of Dover early on to be able to connect with some of those passes that were thrown pretty well. And if you're going to run with these guys, if you're going to run with Winneconnet, they knew coming in they really needed a high level of execution. And I'm not sure on the offensive side of the ball if I can say they've got it so far. I started talking so many times it looks like Lopez Sullivan early in the game had a lot of running room that he could have gone after as well. But as the game worked in the second quarter, it looked to me like he didn't even have that. So it's just a terrific defensive job so far. But, a second half with adjustments and with a discussion, with a little bit of change of playbook, Coach Goomba has a team, and he has what it takes. If they can receive that ball and get it down and get his offense, moving and with confidence, and let's just say they get 8 points. Now you're looking at a drive downfield, third half left in the third quarter, and you got 19-8. So that's the optimistic look for Dover. Then you got a game here. Yeah. Maybe they can do something.
Well, it took Winneconnet just over 6 minutes into that first quarter to get on the board.
In their second possession, too.
On their second possession, they fumbled it on the first play from scrimmage and turned it over. Chris Capizzuto, though, a 15-yard touchdown run, put the Warriors out in front 6-0. The extra point try failed. Second quarter, Kyle Tilley capped off a lengthy drive with a 2-yard touchdown run. Warriors 2-point try
well
failed.
Orchestrated, yeah.
So it was 12-0 there, about 3 minutes into that second quarter, and then just outside of 5 minutes to go before halftime, Tucker McCann, an explosive 21-yard touchdown run. This time the extra point try was true. 19-0. There's your scoring from the first half.
There it is.
All right. Some out-of-town scores.
Yeah,
I know this is
Nick.
Always your favorite. A battle down in Nashua.
And for you folks out there, he doesn't tell me anything.
No.
I show him the scores that I get, Tex, which aren't many, but he shows me nothing.
All right, how about Bishop Girton and South? That one at Stello Stadium, and at halftime, BG's got a 21-7 lead as the Cardinals looking for their 4th win through 5 weeks.
Cardinals very strong. You heard, Joe Marshallino even singing their praises the other day that they're not a dark horse, but they're a team that may be out of that top 4 teams, but he sees BG as one of those teams that can work itself in there.
Certainly going to be a tough out. South hoping for a big second half like last week.
Yeah.
They came back against Nashua North and won 43-42. So again, halftime in Nashua, BG 21, South 7. On the Seacoast, Portsmouth and Spalding. That's a defensive game late in the first quarter. Clippers with a 7-0 lead over the Red Raiders.
I like the Clippers, as you know. I think they got a solid defense that swarms.
By the way, they will host Winneconnet next week.
Yeah.
The Clippers will. All right, 2 minutes to go before halftime. Goffstown trailing Concord 17-14.
Wow, they're a mystery, aren't they?
They really are. They lost in blowout fashion week 1. Then they did not play due to COVID-19 until last weekend.
Bedford.
And they beat Bedford 28-7.
Shocked them.
To even up their record at 1-1, but now trailing Concord, who is 1-3 on the season.
That's at half?
2 minutes to go before halftime.
Yeah.
Again, Concord 17, Goffstown.
That's a lot of football
14.
left to play.
Exeter looking to get right after losing on Saturday. Well on their way to their 3rd win, 28-0 over Memorial.
Yep.
Inside of 3 minutes to go before the second half. Crusaders looking for their 1st win of the season.
Yep.
Division II, Souhegan, they fell to Bow by a field goal last week. They're being shut out by Lebanon, 14-0 at half.
Lebanon solid.
Absolute.
Every week they come out and get it done.
An absolute contender this season for sure, Lebanon.
And Roger Brown said that. Said Lebanon and Timberlane are the
Keep
teams
an eye,
to watch in Division II.
Yep. We're going to hand the Sabres their second straight loss, as I mentioned. Coach Goomba's former squad, St. Thomas, a 17-0 lead over Merrimack Valley at the half. That's also, of course, in Division II. So there's your out-of-town scores. 19-0 our score here on the Seacoast. Winneconnet out in front. Keys to the second half, Steve, each way.
Well, obviously, a long, sustained drive on the Winneconnet side. A couple long, sustaining drives are going to make it very, very difficult.
Could put it to bed.
To put it, not to have. If they can do that, that's going to all but get it done for Winneconnet. However, Dover gets the football. What they do with this possession in about a minute or so is going to be a big part of the game. And I'm going to also go and say that I think they kind of need to go, in my opinion, they need to go for two on this if they do. And the reason why is you're down 3. If you get 2, you can, early on, that's going to close that gap down to essentially what? 11 points.
Yeah. Right, and then you get another one. Put 16 on the board.
Correct.
2 scores, 2 extra point tries. Yeah, you're right.
To me, it's not absolutely over, but getting a touchdown here with Dover is going to change the face.
Yeah.
And it's also going to lift their spirits.
This is a key drive either way.
That'll be
this one's going to go out of bounds. Squib kick near sideline, out of bounds at the 20. That's illegal procedure. So Dover's going to catch a break.
Well, I don't know if that's a break or that was intentional, because if you're Coach Frank Core,
you don't want to give up. Right.
You don't let anybody run it back. Make them earn it, not on special teams. Get that, in my opinion.
Especially the speed of Davis. We've seen that.
Yeah, and along with Londonderry, probably the 2 best defenses that I've seen so far. He knows he's got that. Make them earn it. Make Dover earn it, all the way down the field. Don't give any special team.
Tomorrow against Alvern.
Yeah.
They're the only other unbeaten team in Division I, of course.
But both defenses are, boy, I'll tell you, that last Friday night, Nick, they looked really solid on defense that second half.
Yeah, Londonderry beating Pinkerton on the road, trailing at halftime 10-7. They blanked the Astros in the second half and win it 21-10 to improve to 4-0. Again, they're at home tomorrow.
So here we go.
You're going to get a re-kick. Dover had the option there. Take it, I believe, at the 40, right? Or a re-kick.
I don't blame them, because I think they want the opportunity to bring it up.
Return it, yep.
Well,
instead they'll end up losing 6 yards.
Well, I think that pretty much seals it, that's what Coach Franco was trying to do, and I don't blame him a bit.
Been a little slick on the grass tonight.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. You're right, Nick. A couple slips, couple turns on the outside and inside patterns I've seen on receivers.
Right.
Have had a little bit of trouble keeping their footing.
But good job securing the football on that play by the freshman, Cohen Monahan. All right. DJ trying to fire up this home crowd.
Like it.
Little welcome to the jungle. That's what it's been like facing this Warrior defense tonight.
No matter who plays them.
Welcome to the jungle. All right. Lopez Sullivan with time. Going to break out of the pocket near side. Looking downfield. Gets a block. Makes a man miss and picks up a first down.
Nick, I'm shaking my hands for those kids. This is what is going to make opportunities when Lopez Sullivan looks downfield, count 2 seconds. If you don't see separation, get outside and run it. That's what I've been saying all along they have to do.
And a good block by the wide receiver as well, Sheehan along the near sideline.
But they've been providing him that kind of blocking in the pocket all along when he runs outside the pocket, Nick.
Gain of 12, 1st and 10 as they approach midfield.
Oh,
Throw
boy.
it into the flat. That's a live football. McGinnis is going to cover it up. And in the end, it's going to be a big loss of about 9 yards as that backward pass, obviously a live football. McGinnis knew it. Did what he could to cover it up, but it's a big loss.
I don't understand that, Nick. I really don't.
Well, that's only going to encourage this Winneconnet defense even further. He's got some youngsters dancing in the crowd here.
That looked like a future Green Wave player down there, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of youngsters tonight.
There is. It's
we
great.
saw it from the get-go. Over the middle. That one complete. Good catch. And trying to avoid a big hit. He'll go down still well shy of the original line of scrimmage.
They are not hit.
It's Bryce Carberry on the catch.
He lost 4 downs on not getting forward progress, Nick, there because he made the intentional run around.
Right.
Yeah,
ended up losing a couple yards.
Lost 4 yards.
Yeah.
That would have been on the 48, 49-yard line at least.
Instead, it's just shy of the 45, which means 3rd down and 12. Lopez Sullivan, 2 each side, 2 receivers. Each side looking to throw. He's got a clean pocket. Now he's under pressure, and now he's going to go down, sacked by Capizzuto. Capizzuto, undersized, Steve, only 5'9", but playing that D-end spot
But he gets it done. He gets it done.
So another 3 and out for Dover. Coach Goomba's seen that too often tonight. As a punt expected here on 4th down and 11. Really 2 minutes in, 3rd quarter.
These pass patterns by Dover are being so well covered.
There's nowhere to go.
He's just got to count 2 seconds like he did that first play and go with it.
This snap taken off the ground. Sheehan gets it away cleanly, however. It's a skying kick far side.
Wow.
And up to make a sliding grab dangerously is Gould. Fair catch taken at the 30-yard line. So Winneconnet defense gets it done. Just about 2.5 minutes off this 3rd quarter clock, and now the offense looking for a kill shot here for the 19-0 lead on the board.
Absolutely. I still think with a 19-0 lead, Coach Francoeur is a game manager. Coach Coombs is as well. But Coach Francoeur in this situation has the upper hand at 19-0. He's not going to do something, in my opinion, Nick, that's going to be of high risk to allow them back in the game. He's going to play the percentages and trust in his defense, and he's smart to do so.
Kyle Tilley under center only threw, I believe, 2 passes. One on the 2-point try and then the interception. Scored a 2-yard touchdown on the ground.
When I was talking to Coach Francoeur before the game, he says, I threw 3 passes, almost as if that was a feat.
Right.
But he's right. He's right on because, I used to tell the kids I used to coach, I said, if they can't stop the run, we're not passing it. And he subscribes to that because their execution
and of course, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen. 2 of them are bad, right?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Bateman.
Don't tell modern-day football that.
No. Bateman, his 2nd carry, by the way, of the football game goes for 3 yards. And now Tilley on the option run keeps it himself. Tries to cut it up inside. You're right.
Number 47, is it?
Good tackle.
Yep.
By number 47, Braden Fracassa.
Nice job.
Fracassa, the senior. All right. 3rd down and about 4. If you're Dover defense, I think you're okay with that. A chance to get your defense off the field here.
Yeah, and they're in their own zone. So unless they had to get a lot of yardage here, if they're, unless they're probably within inches, I doubt they're going to go for it. They'll kick it away, but the big stop Nick's right here.
Yeah, and again, a big play, I think, as far as the 3rd quarter goes. Movement defensively. Everybody reset. Tilley may have changed the play. Takes a snap, breaks a tackle.
He got him.
And then is taken down.
That is a big play by Sullivan.
Sullivan Lopez from the safety spot. Got him around the leg. Tilley a little slow getting up.
Yeah, he got twisted when he went down. He broke one tackle, Nick, and he was kind of awkward as he was running.
He's limping.
So
not a good sign. Coach Francoeur unhappy. Winneconnet going to punt the football, but his star quarterback clearly hobbled as he comes to the sideline.
Yeah, he's definitely favoring what I believe is that left foot.
Trying to walk it off.
Yeah, he's trying to work it off.
Meanwhile, look at the splits here on the punt.
This is
got
unreal.
about 3-4 feet in between. Dover almost gets to the punter. This one takes a bounce at the Dover 40-yard line. Going to be down at the 38 by Bateman. So 39, we'll say.
So basically, Dover just lost about 3 minutes and 45 seconds, Nick.
Yeah.
But they're back to square one again. There's still time.
But already 5 minutes gone by, 3rd quarter.
But again, Lopez has got to count to 2, 3 max. 1, 2, if 3, if it's not open, find some space because he's a very prolific runner when he runs intentionally, Nick. Once he makes a decision and he goes, he can do a lot of damage to a defense.
Meanwhile, Tilly walking up and down the home sideline.
Yeah, I see that.
Trying to get that
loosened up.
Yep. Seemingly favoring that left foot. 1st and 10. Lopez. Sullivan is in trouble, and he's going to go down. Capizzuto got him around the ankle, I think. That'll be a second sack. Also, Frederick the older in the backfield. Zach Fredericks the senior, who has been a terror up front tonight for Winneconnet. The loss is about 9. 2nd down and 19. As this pressure really starting to get to Lopez Sullivan.
I couldn't tell if that was a stunt, Nick, or that
I didn't
was
see it.
Just a broken seam. I don't know.
Capizzuto's been a handful again.
He has
5'9". You don't see defensive
both sides of
linemen
the ball
typically below 6 feet, but he's 5'9", and he's been a handful along that edge. 2nd and deep, over the middle. McGinnis had it, dropped it, picked up by Winneconnet. Warriors take over. Second Dover turnover of the night as McGinnis fumbled the football. Warriors will come on 1st and 10 at the Dover 37-yard line.
That's a costly mistake. Certainly looked to me, Nick, like he had possession. And he got stripped. Got to hold on to that.
Made a football move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So the fumble. The latest accomplishment by this Winneconnet defense. They've been
they
all over the place tonight. The shutout on the board. The shutout still intact. And now again they force the second Dover giveaway of the football game. 1st and 10, right side run. I believe that's Alkire.
Yep.
Dragged down by Jake Bernier.
No, that was McCann, he said.
Was it?
I don't know, 22,
McCann goes
right?
for 5. Yep, that's McCann.
That's McCann. Okay.
So 2nd down and 5 coming.
I figured the local announcer, hometown announcer, would know, right?
Yeah, he's got better eyesight than I do.
There was a little bit of fog here, if you remember in the beginning of the game, Nick.
Yeah.
It was about halfway down the light poles, but it looks to me like it's dissipated. We're not that far from the ocean by any stretch.
Yeah, just, a mile or so.
No, that's about it.
Meanwhile, midway through 3rd quarter. No change from the halftime score. Warriors, though, threatening to add on to their 19-0 lead. Dover going to stuff it up.
Yep, nice job.
I think that was McCann again. Yep, just a couple that time. Spot him inside the 30.
3rd down for the Warriors.
Shy of the 29. Looks like 3rd and what? Long 2?
Long 2. So, as we the problem here is it's the clock, Nick, where they're winding down the clock. They weren't able to get, to cash in.
Warriors trying to keep this
on
drive
2 possessions.
moving. Yeah. And keep this clock ticking. Dover hoping to stack the box here and force a stop on 3rd and short. 3rd down and 2. Tilly playing through Payne under center. Takes a snap, runs right, hands off. Alkire breaks a tackle, 1st down and more. Inside the 20, dragged down around the shoulder pads at about the 15-yard line.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, there's a Dover player shaken up. It's a man who made the tackle, Andrew York, senior.
He's back up, though.
Went to the ground. It looked like was in some pain. He's holding his left leg.
Looked to me like when he tackled McCann, they kind of both rolled over each other.
Yeah, he's going to stay in the game, though.
Yeah.
At least for the moment.
Yeah, but he's still tender, Nick.
Yeah. Another red zone trip for Winneconnet.
Yep.
Scored 2 touchdowns in the first half from inside the 20. The third came just outside the 20, a 21-yard touchdown run by McCann just before halftime. Coming up in 4 minutes, 3rd quarter. Warriors looking for the throat here. 1st and 10. Pitch. They fake to Bateman inside, and they go to Alkire outside, and that's the combination they need. Touchdown, Winneconnet. It comes from 13 yards out, and it blows this game wide open at now 25-0 Warriors.
And, Nick, just remember, this is Dover. This is not a weak football team by any stretch.
Right.
And they're just powering it. And Nick, I can't emphasize enough the execution of this running game. Everybody's doing their part.
Extra point try by the freshman, the lefty kicker, gets it to go. That's Hayden Eaton. Oh, I'm sorry, he's not a freshman, he's a senior. I apologize. That's Eaton, who gets his second extra point of the night. Winneconnet on their way to a 5-0 start. They've got a 26-0 lead with just outside of 4 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Yeah, we're talking about differentiation here, Nick. This it's starting to feel, certainly in the East, and I think wider than that, that this Winnacunnet team has some special elements to it that are
shades of 4 years ago. The Warriors ran the table, went 9-0 in the regular season, piled on another 3 tournament wins, and ended up a perfect 12-0 in 2017. Wins over Bedford, Concord at home, road wins over Spalding and Exeter, and now likely a home win barring a comeback from Dover. Question is, who's going to stop them? The remaining 4 games look like this. They're at Portsmouth next week, then at Goffstown a week from Saturday. That'll be October 16th.
Neither one of those are easy opponents.
No, they're not. Then the final 2 games on this field against Central and Memorial.
Who?
Central and Memorial.
Yeah, so
they'll be favored in all 4 games. And again, really a strong chance, if everybody's healthy, to run the table yet again.
But, Goffstown's one of those teams, Nick. I think Portsmouth's a very good team, too. But Goffstown's one of those teams on any given day.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Goffstown or are they playing here?
That game, I believe, yes, it is at Goffstown.
Okay.
First and 10, Lopez Sullivan still gunslinging
nice
down
catch.
the middle. A sliding grab is pulled in by Davis.
Nice catch.
Nice catch is right at the Warrior 40-yard line. It goes for 26 yards. Longest play for Dover tonight, by the way.
Darian's got a good arm, Nick. He can fire the ball downfield with tremendous velocity. Tight spirals. Nice catch there.
Hurry-up time as well as they get right to the line of scrimmage on 1st and 10. That pass
no good.
Incomplete. Short over the middle look for Carberry. 2nd down and 10.
I think next time we set up here in Winneconnet, Nick, might be a good idea to go further down, even though we're not at midfield.
Yeah, we are right under the speakers, and they are loud.
Just in case you didn't hear it.
TJ's having a blast.
He's having a ball, yep.
Playing music pretty much in between every snap.
And the kids are dancing by the fence.
They are. Meanwhile, clean pocket here. Deep throw.
What
McGinnis with the catch. Ball comes loose, and now it's ruled incomplete.
Oh, wow.
Had it in his hands initially. It was jarred loose.
Really
good
like the way.
defensive play by Winneconnet.
Yeah, but boy, Nick, I
think that was Bateman on the coverage.
I'm watching a little game within a game, Nick, and it's Lopez Sullivan's quarterback mechanics and his ability to throw the ball downfield. That ball was an absolute dart right in the breadbasket. And I think that's at least the 5th drop, right?
Yeah, tough to call it a drop. I think the defender might have gotten a piece of it.
Oh, boy, I don't know.
McGinnis couldn't quite pull it in. He's going to throw it again towards the goal
that's
line.
interference right there.
No, they're going to roll it in.
Yeah, I think you're going to see he was holding him from the back. He's going back telling him that. They missed a call there, Nick, for sure. I wish we could have.
Well, the officials may have felt like it was overthrown.
Yeah,
so incomplete.
Sure looked like interference to me, Nick.
The intended target. Not going to get the call.
Yeah,
Fourth
but you
down
can see the receiver immediately get up, and he knew he was pulled.
Not a lot of penalties tonight.
No.
Just 2 against Dover in the first half, 1 against Winnacunnet. None so far in this third quarter either way. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Well, I'm going to go back and look at that one later on.
4th down and 10. Lopez Sullivan, 5 receivers. Throws over the middle.
Oh, nice job holding on to that.
And a big catch to keep the drive alive. Wow.
Lopez is impressing.
Despite the hit, Carberry, who's been busy tonight, pulls that one in. Paid the price as he was sandwiched on the reception and going to jog off the field in some pain, it looks like.
Yeah, he took a shot there. He held on to it, though, for his team.
Gutsy catch.
1st down.
Clock resumes. Hit the 3-minute mark, fourth quarter. It's over. Trying to get on the board here. In the red zone, or not quite inside the red zone yet. They haven't been there yet tonight. Lopez Sullivan, left side.
He got thrown down.
Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tough kid, though.
Able to track him down for the tackle.
Second down.
Got tackled inbound, so that clock will continue to tick. Meanwhile, a timeout is called on the field.
Timeout, Dover.
Timeout, Dover. Meanwhile, Kyle Tilley sitting by himself on the Winneconnet bench, still trying to loosen up that tender ankle that he seemingly injured earlier in this second half. Well, Dover, we get right back at it next week with another tough game at Exeter. That's a conference game.
I can't even hear.
Hard to hear myself think here. Then they've got Portsmouth after that. Goffstown and Central to close it out. So it doesn't get any easier for the Green Wave after tonight, should they end up 3-2.
Well, Lopez Sullivan, I've said it 2 times the last couple minutes, Nick. This is a pretty solid display of a guy who knows how to throw the football. His mechanics as he goes back and sets, if they give him time, is pretty incredible. Actually, starting to have some receivers open.
All right, second down and 10 out of the timeout. Let's see what Coach Kumba's got in mind. Oh, he's under pressure, but he makes Capizzuto miss. Throws off the back foot, and that one broken up. Incomplete.
Nice defensive play there.
Yeah. Again, that's Tilley. Had an interception back in the first half. That's Tilley the younger, Kevin Tilley.
Kyle Tilley doesn't look too concerned, Nick. He's kind of walking down. He was kind of smiling and laughing with a couple of the players. I think
it's good to see.
Yeah, it's good to see. He's probably just better safe than sorry here.
3rd and 10. Winnacunnet more often than not has owned third down tonight defensively.
Yes, they have.
4-down territory, though, as we know. As Dover converted a 4th and 10 a moment ago to keep this drive going. See what they got on 3rd and 10. And a throw, vertical pass.
Look at that pass.
Catch, flag on the play, tackle just outside the 1-yard line.
Boy, he's impressing me the way he throws that ball now.
Jackson Carroll on the catch, but again a flag comes in from the far side of the field. Sitting down right around the line of scrimmage. This may be a hold.
It's looking to me like they're talking about was someone illegally downfield.
Maybe.
But it usually is a hold, Nick, like you said.
And the flag right at the line of
scrimmage. But they're having a conversation, and they're going to bring it back.
Yeah. First penalty of the second half.
I like to see this when the refs talk to each other like this. I think New Hampshire referees do a great job at that, Nick.
4-man crew tonight, led by the veteran referee Chuck Robert. Having a word with his mates.
He needs to hear everybody's story, and
including the back judge, by the way. That's Rick Wilmley.
Right, yeah.
And it looks like they're engaged in a pretty deep conversation. Flag still sitting there on the 26-yard line.
Going to play the Jeopardy
the DJ
final round thing there.
The DJ's been as big of a part tonight as anything. He's here at Winneconnet again. Cool night, temperatures in the 50s. Halloween theme for the student section. Off to our left, they've been standing the entire time. The pep band
here's the
behind
call.
them. Been a festive atmosphere tonight as we usher in October the 1st already. In week number 5.
It looks like he's asking what he wants to do. So it's most likely.
Well, no, they're putting the ball.
Now they're putting the ball down on the 1-yard line.
Yeah, they're giving Franco an explanation. Coach not happy. It's against the Warriors. It was declined by Dover.
That's interesting because he called Coach Ref Roberts.
Play, completed pass, 1st and goal, Dover.
Illegal what?
Illegal play, no description. Flag was declined. Penalty declined. So that's going to set up Dover at the 1-yard line as they look to break the ice, trailing here 26-0.
I'd like to find out a little more about that, what exactly transpired there. But anyway, they talked it out, Nick. That's the big thing. They talked it out. They came to a solution.
They're going to put Lopez Sullivan under center. McGinnis to the tail. They keep it in the quarterback's hands. He tries to sneak in left side. He stood up. No signal yet. They say he's short.
Looked to me, Nick, like
Jake Fredericks on the stop.
Yeah. I thought he leaned forward over the line with the ball, but no.
Well, you've praised him tonight, Jake Fredericks.
Oh, he's been something.
Who, along with Zach, his older brother, they've been really anchoring that defensive line, and then Capizzuto on the other edge.
Yep.
Has really played well tonight. So it's been a formidable performance by the entire defensive line.
Many tremendous running backs, though, powering the balls.
Looking to stop it again here. McGinnis to tail. Lopez Sullivan, another sneak. This time will go outside and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pretty versatile quarterback.
So Dover, they get on the board with just over a minute remaining here, third quarter. It's now 26-6.
Let's see what they do here. Now it's official.
Well, they need as many points as they can get. I would go for 2.
No, they're going to set up for 1. I'm surprised here.
Yep. They're going to bring out the kicker. Keep an eye out for the fake.
Tucker Johnson to attempt the point after.
Yep, they're going for 1.
This is Tucker Johnson, the sophomore. Left-footed kicker. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if there was a fake here. The holder is, after all, Lopez Sullivan, the quarterback. We'll see. Snap. No, they are going to kick it. This one is up, and no good.
I don't understand that, Nick. I would absolutely have gone for 2 there. You're down 3.5 scores. So in order to get back in this game, Nick, given the situation, how can you not try to grab 6 points from 3 twos? You got Lopez Sullivan, a quarterback who can pass it, run it, hand it off. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, they're happy to get on the board.
Yes, they are. And if
I was 17 to go, third quarter.
I was looking for, his mechanics in the pocket and his ability to deliver a ball, Nick, really impressing me tonight.
Yeah.
But that's completely overshadowed at this point about the 3 phases of the game, excellence and execution done by this Winneconnet Warrior program tonight. That is the story.
They've controlled the line of scrimmage. They've controlled the clock.
Yes, they have. Both lines. Absolutely.
They finished inside the red zone. 3 turnovers tonight. That's not going to sit well with Coach Francoeur. But the defense has forced 2. Meanwhile, onside kick, this goes backwards. It's going to be down, and now Winnacunnet is going to take over where it was down, I believe, right? I don't think I've ever seen that. A backwards kick on an onside attempt. I don't think I've ever seen that at any level. And that is the result. Winnecunnet's going to take over where the ball was downed, which was the Dover 28-yard line.
I mean, I understand.
You ever seen that?
No, I understand the concept.
I understand the concept. I've never seen that.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure with 1:17 left and a whole fourth quarter left. You need some sort of break to win the game anyway.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with the decision. I just came off the foot a little weird.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was spinning, left hand spinning.
And went right. Didn't land until it was about 5 yards behind the 40-yard line. So Warriors catch a break, and they love the field position here.
They sure do.
8 yards away from the red zone. Al Kyer, left side, up the middle, another bruising run. Going to twist his way down inside the 25 to about the 23.
Nick, there are 5 backs on this Winneconnet team that would start for any varsity program anywhere in the state. Agreed?
That's quite a statement. That's quite a statement. I mean, it's arguable, absolutely. They've all produced. Again, the main guy seemingly has been McCann, but Al Kyer has gotten work. Capizzuto has scored a touchdown tonight. We've seen Bateman, who is now in the game, along with Brown.
I apologize. I would say 4.
Nico Zano's another one.
Zano,
fullback up there. He hasn't even touched it yet. They're going to give it to him here, coincidentally, and he's going to tumble his way down to about the 20-yard line.
offensive line coach.
So that's now 6, Steve,
Yeah.
that have carried it.
I didn't mean to leave anybody out, but I thought I could get you with 5.
Right, and then they gave it to Zano there on his first carry. So
But every
third down
one of them seems extremely strong,
Yeah.
rugged,
Yep.
intelligent.
Yeah, we spoke with Coach Frank Gore a couple weeks back, and that was really one of the questions he answered with enthusiasm was how deep his backfield is this year. He
Yep.
said overall the senior class, a group they've kind of had their eye on for the past few seasons, and it looks like through 5 weeks it's gone exactly to plan. Warriors with a 26-6 lead after 3 quarters.
All
They'll
right.
have the football inside the 20-yard line when we come back. Right back to the Seacoast. Does Dover have some fourth quarter magic, or is Winneconnet already looking forward to their matchup with Portsmouth next week? We begin to find out next. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today.
Winneconnet first down.
Well, we pick up the action here in the early stage of the fourth quarter. Winneconnet picked up a first down while we were away. He didn't miss much. Just 30 seconds in. Warriors looking for another touchdown. They've got a 26-6 lead over Dover, trying to improve to 5-0 and hand the Green Wave their second loss of the season. It's been ground and pound as expected tonight for Coach Frank Gore's Warriors. And they've got another quarterback in the football game. That's Connor Fenlon, the backup, taking over for starter Kyle Tilley.
Yeah, I think that's a smart move by Coach Frank Gore. Get him out. He's up. He's walking around. He's obviously not in too much pain, but why would you want to take a chance?
Meanwhile, Brown on an inside run picks up 8. Set up second down and 2 from the 10-yard line. We saw Tilley come up a little lame earlier in the third quarter, favoring
The right foot.
his foot or his ankle, trying to shake it off. Came back for a series, but is not going to start this fourth quarter, given the big lead.
Well, there's some advantages to that, Nick. You get your backup quarterback in, get him some time.
Yep.
You're ahead.
Fenlon, the junior, has played well in the secondary tonight
Yeah, he has.
defensively for Winnacunnet, number 3 in blue. Facing a 4-man front, the handoff is to McCann, who has been very busy. There's that McCann, no, that's Alkire, who's been just as involved. He's inside the 10, he's got a first down.
I think they've probably run the most, the two of them, right, Nick?
Yeah, those are the official starters, those two.
Yep.
And then behind them, we've seen again Capizzuto got the scoring started with a touchdown about midway through the first quarter. Tilley himself just toted the rock in a short yardage situation, scored from 2 yards out. McCann, as we mentioned, a 21-yard touchdown to his credit. He's approaching 100 yards unofficially. 19-0 Winneconnet at halftime. They blew that out to 26-0 with an Alkire touchdown from 13 yards out. Dover, towards the end of that third quarter, in the final 2 minutes, did get on the board on a 1-yard touchdown run by Darian Lopez Sullivan.
That's a lot of rushing yards in the game, Nick.
It really is.
And
I'm sure our friend Jay Pinzano will have those numbers.
Yep.
in his article tomorrow in the
Great
Seacoast
having him
Online.
on, Nick. He was a good guest you got there. Just excellent to have someone who's kind of seasoned in the Seacoast that we can gather
very
information
familiar
from.
with Winneconnet in particular. In fact, his son is on the roster, one of the juniors. Jason. All right, already 3 minutes in. It's fast-moving fourth quarter. Winneconnet looking to punch this one yet again. They are inside the 5-yard line, just outside the 3. And now, I think a timeout. I think that's Winneconnet.
Winneconnet.
Yep, Frank Orr. Coach Frank Orr not satisfied there. Didn't like something pre-snap. That's the first charge timeout of the second half by the Warriors. Just over 3 minutes gone by. Fourth quarter. Again, both teams with big games next week. As Dover will be at Exeter, Winnacunnet will be at Portsmouth. So both with conference matchups next week. And not a gimme either.
No.
As Exeter on their way to their third win tonight with a big 28-0 halftime lead. And as we know, Portsmouth, they look like they're about to be 4-1 as well.
I said a couple weeks ago after we left Bedford Portsmouth, Nick, that I thought Portsmouth it was showing that they were a team that was moving forward and developing. I thought their defense, actually, all things considered, their offense never got any yardage for them, so the defense just tired out at the end when the score started to slip away from them. But that's a good football team, I think, that's getting better. I would not count them out yet by any stretch, especially, like you said, Portsmouth's playing who next week? Winneconnet. So that'll be going to be interesting to see how they fare against Winneconnet versus Dover.
Out of the timeout, quarterback keeper is going to be just short, I believe, Steve.
Wow.
Made a dive for it.
I thought he gained the line, but they're right there.
Close either way, but Fenlon is ruled short. The nose of the football looks like tickling the goal line. Now again, the DJ is getting his paycheck tonight. He has worked this crowd very well. Some drop kick Murphys, always a popular selection in New England as well.
Yep.
Tailback, I think, is Brown. Zano, one of two fullbacks behind Fenlon. They're going to call the quarterback's number. He's going to spin.
He's in there.
And he's going to get in. Touchdown, Warriors. That'll make it 32-6 with 4 minutes gone by. A 1-yard score with the extra point on the way.
Looks like a pretty good backup quarterback they got there, Nick. He runs the offense pretty well. Looks like he's had a lot of reps as well. I watched their pregame, Nick, and it was pretty fast moving. Everybody knew what they were doing.
Very organized.
Very organized.
One of the bigger coaching staffs in Division I. Coach Frank Corey's got a great staff. Meanwhile, extra point is good. There's a flag that flies late. Third extra point tonight for Hayden Eaton, the senior. But again, a flag, I think it came out after the kick went up.
Yeah. I don't know if it was contact with a kicker. Nope. Looked to me like Ref Roberts said was on Winnacunnet, Nick. 26-33. So according to that, the extra point counted. I wonder if they're going to tack it on the kickoff. I wonder if it's one of those.
Well, we've been getting the explanations. Our official tonight, Chuck Robert, is mic'd up and has been in regular communication with this crowd, but no explanation yet. So 33-6 for now as the extra point try does stand. Penalty was against Dover, by the way. It's going to be accessed on the kickoff as they're going to move it up to the 45.
That's what I thought.
Noah Molnar on the kick for the Warriors.
We're just going to let you enjoy the music because we can't.
The crowd is enjoying it.
Yeah.
See parents and youngsters alike dancing. And now the kick.
Wow, what a nice kick.
It's a line drive effort from Noah Molnar. And that's going to be a touchback.
Yep. That was a strong kick there.
All right, so Dover going to try and play out the string here inside of 8 minutes. This one all but over at 33-6, but
I didn't expect this margin, Nick. It appears to me as though Winneconnet's just gaining strength every week as they move forward.
Defense surrendered just 7 against Exeter last week.
They sorry, Nick, they just took Jacob off the field.
Frederick?
Yep. He put together a outstanding game on both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Well, most of the other starters still on the field, though, for the defense. This one incomplete. Looking for Carroll over the middle.
Second down.
And a little off target. Trying to find the junior, but led him a little too strongly. Incomplete. Second down and 10. If you're Coach Kumba, you want to get your guys out of here healthy, right? And that may or may not impact the play calling.
Well, I think that's why it was very quick as far as Tilley's concerned coming out of the game. He's going to start checking guys out of this game. Doesn't want, like you said, Nick, doesn't want anybody getting injured. They're on a roll here. It also
I mean Dover, too.
Oh, you mean Dover?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lopez Sullivan still going to throw, goes over the middle, and Carroll drops it.
This has just been going on all game long, Nick, with drop passes. It's been a huge factor since the kickoff, quite frankly. And they're going to have to clean that up because
they had 2 or 3 drops in that first quarter. Big one here will set up a third and 10.
Yeah, I think if you go through this game and count them again, and I'm not even sure that last pass that was a little bit off wasn't very catchable as well.
Well,
I mean, Lopez Sullivan delivers a bullet. Let's not kid ourselves.
It's easier said than done.
But it's vast majority been very much on target.
4-man rush on 3rd and 10. Lopez Sullivan going to skip out of the pocket. Looking, still alive on the sideline.
Look
now
at that versatility.
Reverse direction to the far side. Zach Fredericks in pursuit, trying to shake him off, and eventually is escorted out of bounds by both Fredericks and Alkire.
What an athlete.
Well shy, though, of that 30-yard line where he needed to get for the first down. Where do they mark him? I think about the 25.
Well, I think there's no sense of
gain of 5, 4th and 5 on the way.
There's no sense of kicking it unless you're trying to protect the score. I mean, give your team another, but looks like they're going to. I can see either way.
They're going to punt this thing, yeah?
Yep.
Sheehan back at his 4-yard line. Gould, who's been quiet tonight for Winnacunnet, stands back at his 41. Low snap. Clean kick. Floats down the left side. They want to keep it away from Gould.
Yep.
It's been the MO tonight. As a result, though, it's a short kick.
Don't know how much they're really gaining from it.
No, there was no return, but it didn't matter. It goes out of bounds, I think, still in Dover territory.
Yep.
At the 40-yard line?
Yep.
45?
Yeah,
44.
Didn't get much production out of that kick.
No, just a net gain of 20 in the end.
Yep. Yeah, if it's a gain of 20, you just go for it.
Well, another series for the backup quarterback, junior Connor Fenlon. Again, a member of this vaunted secondary, played well tonight, got his hands on the football, broke up a couple of passes, made a couple tackles, scored a 1-yard touchdown after replacing Kyle Tilley, whose night appears to be over.
Yeah, I just saw him. He was bringing back a bag of ice he's putting on that ankle.
Yeah, on that right ankle on the sideline right now.
Looks like he's putting it on the inside. Probably starting to swell up a little bit.
All right. Fenlon. Wait, what do we get? 10 guys in the box now?
Pretty much.
9 at least. They go in an inside handoff. Been popular tonight, that dive over either guard.
It's been very successful at key times. Yep.
McCann still working. Got to be up near 100 yards at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Had a touchdown of 21 yards in that first half, and he brought his lunch pail tonight. Picks up 3 there to set up 2nd and 7. Meanwhile, tackles have been there to be had up front for Dover. Orion Jennison, one of the bigger players on the field down there, big 72 in white. Been working hard tonight. He's just a sophomore. Again, I think the future is bright for Dover. We talk a lot about the experience, a lot about their senior class, but the underclassmen have contributed tonight for sure. Meanwhile, look at this. Another first down run. It's Fenlon on an outside bounce. Ends up down inside the 25 at the 22-yard line.
Good-looking quarterback, Nick, really. If you watch him move.
Footwork has been there for sure.
Footwork's been there. He's sharp, moving in the pocket.
And shows the speed there. Able to bounce it along the near sideline to the 24-yard line.
Looks like they're going to have a pretty solid team. I'm looking at all the sophomores and juniors on this team, Nick. Some good players contributing to this season as well.
Yeah, both programs in good hands.
Yep.
For sure, under Coach Frank Core of Winnacunnet and Coach Kumba of Dover. Right side run. I believe that's Bateman. Going to bring the Warriors back inside the red zone. Tackled by the linebacker, Liam Gannon. Sophomore has been busy in the middle of that Dover defense tonight. Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. We at the midway point of the 4th quarter. Reminder, tomorrow we're right back at it, 2 o'clock out in Keene. Nashua North taking on the Keene Blackbirds. We'll be live at about 1:45 Eastern Time right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. That's a good game.
Going to traverse the states.
Yeah, opposite end. We're on the East Coast tonight. Be on the Vermont border tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, that's Bateman again. Another first down, and now a goal-to-go situation on the way from the 9. Well, Warriors put up 19 in the first half at the shutout, intact through 2 quarters, nearly extended it through 3. Dover got on the board with just outside of a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. So it's been domination tonight. Warriors playing with the lead. And again, doing their thing on the ground. Only 2 pass attempts total tonight. Another inside run for Brown.
You like to see that with a team that knows the game is in the books, but yet, as far as the wins and losses are concerned, but they're still fighting hard there in the center. That was,
yeah. Even the quarterback trying to push the pile from behind there after.
No, I meant the Dover D working hard to keep this out of the zone at this point.
Yeah, again, the D-line, you got to give them credit. It's not going to show up in the box score, but those guys have put in work down there. Junior Jay Gagney, big 71, has absorbed a lot of the blocks, made some tackles. We mentioned the linebackers. Bryce Carberry has done duty 2 ways. He's the middle linebacker here. Winneconnet looking to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Another right side run.
Still working hard, Dover.
Carberry leading the resistance. Brown another carry, not much. It'll be 3rd and goal from about the 5-yard line here. So we hit the 4-minute mark, 4th quarter, out here on the Seacoast. Coming up after the game, full recap and another look around the state. Goffstown trailing earlier to Concord. See if the Grizzlies can come back to make it 2 in a row. Plus BG South, big battle down in Nashua. Cardinals held a halftime lead. Will they improve to 4-1? We'll get those answers coming up again after the game. Plus a look ahead tomorrow. Keene and North. Inside handoff, touchdown, Winneconnet. That's Bateman. Yet another Warrior running back ends up in the end zone. Owen, the senior, with a short 3-yard touchdown with 3.5 to go. It's now 39-6.
Yeah, I mean, their offense, Nick, just looks so solid. It makes you appreciate.
It's at the extra point.
Makes you really appreciate a good running game, Nick, and they have it.
Yeah. Eaton trying for his 4th straight successful extra point try. This one is up, but I think they blew it dead. They did. There's a flag on the play.
Head ball, encroachment, Dover, half the distance. Replay.
I like this, having the head official have a
mic'd up.
It's mic'd up like that. It's
done a good job tonight as well. Chuck Robert and crew, 4-man officiating team tonight.
Yeah, I only saw.
Have let him play for the most part.
Absolutely.
Only a handful of penalties.
The only thing I really saw was that one call that I want to go back and look at. It
was
looked
like a non-call.
A non-call.
Right.
Exactly, Nick. But
extra point line drive, good. And now 40-6 our score.
He was right there, so it just looked like he was pulled back from
there's
on
definitely
the shoulder
contact.
pads.
I think the official may have felt like it was overthrown, and
Well,
therefore
it would be overthrown if you're getting held back, but maybe he's
incatchable.
Yeah. But overall, the official staff done a great job tonight, and I just really, nobody is never going to be perfect all the time.
Right.
What you do ask for is communication between the referees, and I think our referee staff, or guild here in New Hampshire is very solid in that area.
Yeah.
And when you look at a game, these games were all the games I've seen so far, Nick. The team that won the game won the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they've done a terrific job. Seem to be actively in position as well in the right spots to make the call, that's something that's so important.
3.5 to go. Short kick by Wools. Handled at the 30 along the far sideline and up across the 40 goes the return man.
Nick, you went over the schedule. What does Dover have? They have Exeter next week. Is that correct?
On the road at Exeter.
Yeah.
Followed by a couple of home games. First against Portsmouth on October the 15th. A week later, they host Goffstown before closing it out.
Not an easy run for Dover.
Before closing it out on the road at Central.
At who?
Central.
I can't hear with this radio.
Central,
thank you.
All right, so the 34-point deficit means we still have a stop clock. If it had been 35, this clock would be running. So as a result, Dover, still another chance here to add points. They're going to go to another quarterback, Steve. This is Spencer Ryan, the junior. Ryan takes a low snap, handoff right side, and some running room up the middle for Cam Barrett.
Nice hard run.
Cam Barrett on the carry.
A rare running back carry tonight for Dover. Most of their rushing attempts have been from the quarterback, Lopez Sullivan.
Hey, while we got a break here, don't be afraid to subscribe for our channel. We're heading towards 2,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Right, Nick?
We're on YouTube at FNL NH Media. And you're right, that's another milestone for us. We appreciate the support. If you have not subscribed, do so for free. Again, on YouTube at FNL NH Media. You'll be in the know and good to go.
Hit that bell icon.
For the rest of the way. All right, final 2:42 here. Ryan in the gun. Handoff again is up the middle. Barrett this time is bottled up. Stopped in the hole. Jonathan Vigan, the junior, on the tackle. As some of the reserves, some of the backups on the field defensively now for the Warriors.
Yep, pretty much the same thing here for
Dover.
For Dover as well. When you look at Winnacunnet, they've obviously got some younger players as well that are some pretty tall drinks of water out there. Pretty good-sized fellas. Both of these programs are definitely strong. Got good outlooks for the future.
And the Warriors widely regarded as the team to beat. Now with just 2 unbeatens left in Division One. The other, of
run
course,
your route.
The other is Londonderry as that one goes incomplete.
Yeah, and slow down a little bit towards the middle there.
Lancers are 4-0. They'll take on Alvern tomorrow afternoon. They'll be favored in that game at home.
Sam Group brings up third down.
3rd down and 8.
Well, first, love this song. First cold night, Nick. A reminder of what's to come.
Yeah. It's about 50 now.
Yeah.
About 60 at game times. Dropped a little bit. Usually about 5 degrees cooler out here on the coast.
Yes.
Than inland, though.
And you got that
4 or 5 degrees.
That ocean air that just feels a little, kind of goes through the coat.
Yeah.
Barrett on the carry.
Barrett busy on this drive, sets up a 4th and 5 after that short run. Tackle by the Warriors, Camden McCarty. And the clock ticking down now towards 1 minute remaining. Warriors in control tonight. They had 3 turnovers in the first half. It didn't matter. Built up a 19-0 lead at the break. Stretched that to 26-0 before Dover got on the board. 26-6 after 3, and then 2 more short touchdown runs in this fourth quarter.
What was the closest? 19-6, right? And then it's just...
No, 26-6.
26-6 when they scored. Okay.
Yep.
That's right, too.
Meanwhile, timeout Dover. Coach Kumba electing to stop the clock with 54 seconds remaining, just to extend this game a little longer. Again, don't go anywhere. Got an out-of-town scoreboard, a possible upset to get to, and again a full recap, plus a preview tomorrow, Steve, and what should be a good game out west between the defending champion, Nashua North Titans.
I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Keene because, you heard Dante Lorende, Coach Lorende, talk to him about he's obviously seen the film on him. I haven't seen any film on them yet, so it'll be wide open for me, but he seemed to say that the program is moving forward on the rise.
They're 2-2.
Keene is no guaranteed win anymore by any stretch.
Yeah.
And he's taking them very seriously as he moves.
Yeah, they beat Alvern, they beat Wyndham, they hung around with BG.
Yes, they did.
And now again a chance to beat the champs at home tomorrow. We're looking forward to that one. This one's short, incomplete, and the Warriors going to take over.
It's a Ryan incomplete.
So Ryan trying to hook up to keep the drive alive, but incomplete. Intended target Bobby Shaw, the junior. And now the Warriors with 48 seconds left to kill before they capture officially their 5th win of the season.
Yeah, when you look forward, it's hard to imagine when you look at their remaining schedule, it's hard to imagine them not having a fairly good shot here, Nick, to win out.
At Portsmouth, at Goffstown, then home against Central and Memorial, the remaining 4 for Winneconnet.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that Goffstown-Concord game
turned out.
Ended up at after we complete this game. Looks like people are filing out now.
Good crowd tonight overall.
Very good crowd.
Staying basically the entire way.
Nick, if I'm talking over you, I apologize. I literally can't hear anything.
No, I'm trying to read your lips at this point. That's going to do it, or just about. One more snap expected after the kneel down. Crowd on their feet. Very pleased with what they saw tonight.
Yes, they are.
Perhaps the best team in the state, flexing their muscles. Now 5-0 after a 40-6 victory. Warriors are going to celebrate on the field after a job well done tonight.
I don't see a weakness in this team on any of the 3 phases, and then the inner components of those phases, Nick. They are solid from top to bottom. I think this Dover offense could be very explosive against a team that isn't Winnacunnet. But Winneconnet's defense is, as advertised, comes out every single play of every game with the band
pounding away,
doing a nice job out there at halftime. And but this, Nick, this Winneconnet team and program looks extremely strong, and
usher in October in proper fashion, a 40-6 win over Dover tonight.
Yep.
All right, we'll take a break. come right back for the post game, which includes an out-of-town scoreboard look, plus a full recap. Winnacunnet, a good night, 40-6 final. You're watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire's Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. Is your company interested in showcasing your brand to thousands of high school sports fans across New Hampshire? If not, why not? And if so, let's go. Friday Night Lights New Hampshire is seeking sponsorship partners. It's the perfect way for your company to get out in front of the moms and dads who make up our community. Help us help you, and we can grow together. If you're interested in partnering with Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, then email us at fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. That's fnlnhmedia@gmail.com. Join our team today.
Well, the soundtrack tonight has been
Dirty Water.
one to remember, as the Winneconnet DJ here has been busy entertaining this crowd while the team on the field doing the same. A 40-6 win for Winnacunnet. They are for real 5-0 as they get it done in dominating fashion tonight on their home field.
Done a terrific job, Nick, bringing this team prepared every single game that I've seen. Those on films that we didn't call and the games that we have. This is a solid football team. It's really up to Winnacunnet, in my mind, of how focused they can continue to stay. I see no cracks in that armor. A running attack that gets their running backs through the hole with such precision, such speed. But the real strength of this team is the offense and defensive lines, because they just control the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
But when you look at their special team play, when you look at the way that the flow of the game, of how Coach Frank Core recognizes the score, the time left in the half, the time left in the in the whole game, and he manages the game extremely well. And when you've got great players like this that are trained to this level, it's really good.
He's been on top of it for sure. The one thing I'm sure that might keep him up a little later tonight is the ball security issues. 3 turnovers tonight, 5 last week against Exeter. That's combined 8 giveaways, nonetheless, 2 wins, thanks to that defense. How about the run game tonight?
Right.
Winnacunnet took him 6 minutes to get on the board. Chris Capizzuto, an impressive 15-yard touchdown run, made it 6-0. Second quarter, 2-yard run for Kyle Tilley, made it 12-0. And then about 5 minutes to go before halftime, Tucker McCann, who ran very hard tonight, 21 yards out, scores it to make it 19-0 Winnacunnet at halftime. They expand that lead in the opening minutes of the third quarter with a 13-yard touchdown run by Al Kyer to make it 26-zip. Dover, the final 2 minutes of the third quarter, finally cracked the ice, got on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run from Lopez Sullivan to make it 26-6. 2 more scores for Winnacunnet in the fourth quarter, both short runs from Fenlon, a 1-yarder, and then Bateman, a 3-yarder. Final score, 40-6. All right, Steve, some out-of-town scores. I know you've been anxiously awaiting. I'm going to save the Goffstown one for the end.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Let's see. All right, let's go down the road where we see a blowout in D1. Portsmouth 41, Spalding 7. No big surprise. Clippers are 4-1. Spalding, unfortunately for them, they remain winless. BG, they capitalized tonight and get it going in the second half. 35-7, the final over South. They shut out the Purple Panthers in the second half.
I think BG in the
They're
West.
4-1, by the way.
I think BG in the West, and I think Portsmouth in the East are those two of those teams to watch in each of those respective conferences.
All right, early fourth quarter, Steve. I'm not going to torture you any longer. Goffstown, they're now up 11, 34-23. Still a full fourth quarter in front there, but
yeah, they got it right.
The Grizz now with an 11-point lead to protect with about 11 minutes to go.
And I think they're the team to watch in the North.
Yeah. D2, big win for St. Thomas, 52-14.
Strong.
Over Merrimack Valley. Timberlane, they're looking good on their way to another win, 27-6 over
And they're undefeated
Guilford
as well,
Belmont.
right? Yep.
Lebanon, 41-zip over Sauhegan.
Wow.
Making a statement there. That game's still with time, by the way. In the
And that's
fourth.
at Sauhegan, right?
I believe so.
Wow.
And how about the West High Blue Knights?
Your alma mater.
Now 3-2 after a 27-16 win over Hollis Brookline.
Oh, wow.
Exeter, it looks like, with a 35-0 lead. By the way, the game, I'm seeing a weird text here. The Blue Hawk game suspended in the second half. The stadium evacuated with a huge police presence.
Wow.
No idea what to make of that. Again, that's the Memorial Exeter game. Joe Marchalain, I think, is there, so we might get some insight once we. No, he's not there. Sorry, he was in Nashua, but I don't know.
That's concerning.
That, by the way, is from the Exeter Twitter handle themselves at Exeter Blue Hawks. That was 40 minutes ago, where the game halted is the terminology they use. Halted, stadium being emptied, huge police presence. MUR is on the scene, so I'm sure we'll get.
Be on the 11 o'clock.
We'll get some
tonight.
kind of an update at some point.
Wow.
Later tonight, but it looked like Exeter had that game well in hand, 35-0.
I hope everything's okay there.
Yeah,
you know,
it was called off. So that's a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Our final score again, 40-6 Winneconnet. Steve, I want your final thoughts.
I think that Dover had some opportunities to make this game closer, and I'm sure that Coach Goomba will take his group and go over the films. And I just think there were too many drop passes starting right from the first possession, Nick, that they had to really be perfect tonight to be able to make this a close game where they might have had an opportunity to pull it out. Hard to imagine looking back now in the rearview mirror of the game if Dover has enough to beat this team at this particular time. But Coach Goomba's got some work to do. I don't think that work is with Lopez Sullivan by any means. I thought that he threw a lot of good balls tonight, gave his team a chance to win, but this game was really lost in the trenches, Nick, for the most part.
Yeah.
There was just too much power and strength, and the offensive line in particular of Winneconnet looks extremely solid.
Yeah.
And it makes you appreciate how good Exeter is to lose that game 14-7, which could have gone either way.
Sure.
But the defense of Winneconnet is going to – those turnovers, Nick, you are absolutely right about those turnovers. That is an area Winnacunnet got to correct, and they got to fix that. But their defense just makes you forget about them because they're so good.
Right.
So that's what I would say. Two good programs, got a good future. Winnacunnet looks extremely strong. I'm looking forward to go back in the South and do some games in the South in Division I, Nick, and start getting in my mindset who could take on Winnacunnet.
Sure.
To me, I put them at number one right now, but there's some teams that I definitely think
only
have
other
the
unbeaten
capabilities.
is in action tomorrow. That's Londonderry.
That's Londonderry.
Looking to improve to 5-0.
I still think Pinkerton's
as well.
a great solid team.
Speaking of tomorrow, we're on the road out west.
Yep.
We're at Keene,
Looking
Nashua
forward to
North, taking on Keene. That is a 2 o'clock start. Our coverage begins at about 1:45 Eastern only on Friday Night Lights. New Hampshire, we want to thank Aaron Aboud, the athletic director here at Winneconnet, and his staff for making things very easy for us. We appreciate that. As usual, our 1-2 punch behind the cameras. Craig Incardoni up here with us.
These guys
John
are great.
Barron down on the field. Another bang-up job
Awesome
tonight.
guys.
We appreciate that for sure. Of course, none of this happens without the guiding hand of Director Ben Beals, the man behind the curtain, back in the Beals Insurance Studios in Bedford. For my partner, executive producer Steve Beals, my name is Nick Anastas, saying so long. Final score, final time. Winnacunnet 40, Dover 6. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.